Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first session of Pokemon Falling Stars, a new, series on this channel, where we're using the Pokemon Tabletop United system and doing a game in the Hoenn region. I'm going to pass it off to these lovely people who can introduce themselves, starting at the top of the overlay.
Hi everyone, I'm Toma. Usually I play Lowell, the Garul Herald, on Saturdays, but in this game I'm going to be playing Caden Bishop. He's a ready to make his own way in life 20-something from Alola, and he's finally getting to live his dream to go to Hoenn where the big contests are and have a good time.
Go down to Kyo.
My father texted me.
Oh, you're good. Do you want to just do Yuki then?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Konnichiwa, Yatsubari Kiro desu. Also known as your DM extraordinaire, AJ. You can catch me running the roles we choose. I almost said the old name. Every single Saturday at 7 p.m. EST, barring 2 cancellations. Except for this month, where we are playing Astro April. If you like the Outer Worlds, if you like that pop corpo sci-fi, check it out for this month. And you can catch me and Nami on Sundays, usually crashing out about women's issues while we play games. And also Toma's there.
Hi, I'm also here sometimes.
Now our guest.
Yes, hello. I'm Kedanami. I stream over on Professor Kedanami. I do a lot of horror games and whatnot. Tonight I'll be Yuki from the Hoenn region. She does not leave the house very much and is a bit unsocialized, so I'm getting the feeling that Kyo and Caden might have to teach her what a tree is.
Is that like a space tree?
I think it's a Pokemon.
Oh, sure.
All right.
Is that a dead baby or just or is that an imposter or a dead baby?
Imposter? Sus?
Oh no. Anyways.
This Yuki is a tree gets jumped by a Sudowoodo.
Got it, his hands. Alright. So. I'm gonna start. The cabin lights dim. Just a little. As a seat bat screen flickers to life. A soft jingle, bright, breezy, and unmistakably tropical, plays over the speakers. The Air Pelipper logo appears, and then quickly fades out, replaced by a smiling man in a lab coat, standing on a sunlit boardwalk overlooking the sea. As they suddenly exclaim, "Welcome to the world of Pokemon! My name is Professor Birch, and I'm the head researcher here in the Hoenn region. My work focuses on Pokemon habitats, migration patterns, and the ways human and Pokemon can live together in harmony." Suddenly, the professor gestures behind him as a school of Wingull glides overhead. In Hoenn, we don't just train Pokemon. We live alongside them as neighbors, co-workers, and friends. We play together, help each other, and yes, sometimes we battle to grow stronger. But above all, we strive to respect the world we share. As he finishes his sentence, Birch unclips a Pokeball from his belt, and with one smooth motion, tosses it upwards in the air. With a cheerful cry, a Wingull bursts out and circles once before quickly settling neatly on his outstretched arm. The professor lets out a small laugh as the bird starts to nuzzle into his cheek. See? They're part of our everyday lives. The video suddenly transitions to sweeping shots of the Hoenn's forests, reefs, and bustling cities as Birch's narration continues. Hoenn is committed to clean energy, sustainable building, and the preservation of our wildlife. As you arrive, we ask that you help us keep this region beautiful, stay safe, clean up after yourself, and enjoy the warm tropical air. Suddenly, the music softens. If you notice anything unusual or dangerous, please report it to local authorities and follow all the regional and trainer guidelines. Together, we can keep Hoenn a place where everyone, human and Pokemon alike, can thrive. The video suddenly cuts back to Birch, giving one last wave as he says, "Thank you for flying Air Pelipper, and welcome to the Hoenn region. We hope your journey here marks the beginning of something extraordinary." Suddenly, the music of screen fades, as the Air Pelipper logo once more appears as the video ends. The cabin lights brighten again, the hum of the engine fills the space, as the plane begins its slow descent. Caden, you have been cramped in this small seat for nearly 9 hours now. You begin once more to shift, to stretch out your legs as much as, the narrow aisles will allow. The elderly couple you have been sitting beside you, being kind, quiet, and endlessly patient, had insisted earlier on in the trip that you have taken the aisle seat, simply due to your, large size. As you look to your left, the elderly woman gives you a gentle smile as she finishes knitting something on her lap. Outside the window, past the older woman and her husband, the Hoenn coastline comes into view. Glittering blue water, lush green tree tops, and the sprawling shape of Rustboro City rising in the distance. Metallic rooftops catching the sun like scattering coins. And even further out, you see Mount Chimney, the largest active volcano in the world. Why don't you introduce your character and describe them?
Caden probably having just gotten woken up from the little bit of sleep he could get on the plane, just sort of stretches a bit and yawns, nodding and thanking the couple next to him again for letting him take the aisle seat. I didn't think the professor was part of Outreach. That's interesting. And he's from Alola, so he's got a bit of a lighter complexion than you'd probably expect from such a sunny area, but apparently that's actually more of the norm there. His longer brown hair goes down around to his neck. He's got a streak of more probably cream color is the way I'll describe it, hair going through just above his right eye, which has more of a amber yellow color to it. Little hints of red here and there. Some sort of burn scar on his right cheek under his eye makes it a little hard for him to just completely grin, but he gets through the day. He's wearing a red t-shirt underneath a sort of brown pocketed jacket with a big poofy fur collar all around his neck. And he is so ready to get off this plane.
That you are. And as you're kind of sitting there, you see the woman next to you, the elderly woman who was kind enough to give you that seat. She goes, "Oh, are you all right?
Oh,
You seem to almost be there."
yeah, I'll be fine. Just sort of gestures to his legs as he stretches out into the aisle, but a little cramped.
I'd imagine at your size you probably are.
It's fine. We'll get to land soon and I can stretch my legs. He sort of looks in the middle of the distance a little bit, and then I probably have a several-hour car ride after that.
Oh, trust me, I understand. Me and my husband have to catch a flight to go further north. We live in Fall Harbor, so it takes us a while to get up there.
I'd imagine. Is it nice this time of year?
Oh yes. You just gotta make sure that you watch out for the volcano's activity. The ash coming down from the mountain makes it very difficult.
I can imagine. We get a little bit of that in Alola, but it's not too terrible unless you're on the island that has it.
I'd imagine. First time to Hoenn, though?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I honestly wasn't sure I'd ever get to.
Well, it's a beautiful region. Say, this was a one-way trip to Alola, so we've gotten me and my husband to see yours country, so hopefully you'll get to enjoy our region.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a great year, I hope.
Saying as that happens, you suddenly hear the sounds of an intercom start to crackle in as you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, please return to your seats and prepare for landing. Current weather in Rustboro City is a warm 32 degrees Celsius, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, with a light breeze from the west. A beautiful day to arrive in Hoenn. And thank you for choosing Air Pelipper."
I really should get those speakers looked at. The crackling is a little much.
You say that, am I roboting right now?
You
Yes.
were.
Just for that sentence.
Ironically, that's so perfect. Either way. About 30 minutes later, you can feel the plane finally touch down. As you are finally making it to the Rustboro International Airport. And as you kind of stand up, I'm roboting again, aren't I? Because I can see
Yep.
my voice. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, this is not the time. Alright. We're just gonna have the shoulder on. You need.
That is unfortunate.
Not a word coming through. There's no clarity.
I wonder
I feel like
if
it's a
it's
Zoom call meme.
I wonder if
the one
it's
with
your
just like,
internet or if it's your headset. Because mine
It's
only
his
does that.
internet.
That that sounds like internet.
Okay, because
It's
mine
his
only does it
internet
when I'm in the
because
kitchen.
his upload speed is awful. His download speed is fantastic.
Also, if Discord's telling him he's like not connected well, it's definitely an internet thing. Actually,
Wait,
you can literally see what his ping is in the corner.
I just realized, Toma, there's say if Nami asks what tree is, you're just gonna think it's a really tall dragon.
True, wait, yeah, they've got tree dragons there, those things.
Hello?
Hello.
Now.
About the same.
Yeah, about the same.
Jesus
What's your
fuck.
ping at, actually?
You'd be shocked. Really good.
I'm
Alright,
gonna
he
give.
says vamp for a minute, so
Yeah, vamp.
Nami, let's tell him about what we do. Tell him what happened on Sunday, because it was a dark time for me.
We did a lot of gambling, and for once, I had the luck. But unfortunately,
Every time we visit that fucking wishing well, you do.
yeah, that's the one time I get to reclaim my luck. And you know why I get to reclaim my luck in that one tiny fraction of time? It's because it doesn't fucking matter. We're both screwed if you get a bad one.
Yeah.
All right. Anything?
Sounds better.
That's a little better.
It's staying stable on my end.
Yeah, sounds a lot better.
Mhm.
Okay. Thankfully, this is a bi-weekly game. Okay. Where did you last hear?
Was starting to get off the plane.
All right. As you touch down, Kaden, you're able to stand up. Finally, able to stretch fully as you're sort of grabbing your bags off of the plane overhead. And as you're about to turn, you can feel a little tug on the back of your jacket.
He's gonna turn to look.
Now you see the older woman from earlier. She looks up. She goes, "I wanted to just make sure. Here." She kind of hands you something.
Sort of.
You
Blinks.
see, it is a hand-knitted handkerchief. She goes, "You seem to have difficulties with the trip, my dear, so I just thought you'd like something."
Did I ever catch her name?
You didn't.
Gary.
Oh. Well, thank you, miss. That's very thoughtful. In case I forgot, my name's Caden, by the way. Did I catch your name?
Elizabeth. She'll
Pleasure to
reach out
meet
a
you,
wrinkly
Elizabeth.
hand.
And he's gonna shake her hand.
And that's my husband, Daryl.
He gives him a nod. Nice to meet you as well,
You say it.
Mr. Darrell.
Daryl seems to be just waking up, as he has slept nearly the entire trip.
God,
What you
I
can see
wish.
is that, yeah, you kind of look at that a little envious. But as you are kind of making your way off the plane with your one bag, you make your way over to the bag pickup area. As you're kind of waiting there, you're kind of looking around, knowing that the professor said that they would have an assistant here to pick you up from the airport. And not too long, you can see a gentleman start to approach you wearing a lab coat. And standing next to them is a young man. I'm not sure of your height.
Tall enough.
Yeah, tall enough. As you see what you can only assume to be one of your soon-to-be traveling companions next to them. As AJ, would you like to introduce your character?
So, Kyo is tall enough, built enough. That is what I will now have down on the character sheet.
There is enough of him.
Clearly with a paler complexion, darker hair, smaller eyes, either Cantonian or Jotonian in appearance. He has a cargo vest, cargo shorts. I am 80% pockets at this point in my life. A messenger bag. I've got some nice gloves on. I am dressed for the weather. Because I was not going to have a hot day in the most muggy, miserable place on Earth. But, likely he's just giving off energy. What kind? You don't know yet.
Kyo, you have been sitting here in the airport for a few hours now, obviously having free reign to go explore anything you really wanted. Along was inside the airport, the assistant not really wanting to lose you to the large city that is Rustboro. As you finally see the large companion in front of you, as the professor goes, or not the professor, but the assistant goes, "Oh, well, Caden, I'm presuming."
It's that or he's an executor.
You know, not the first time I've heard that, actually. It's, yes, I'm Caden. Nice to meet you. What was your name?
My name's Kyo.
Oh.
My name's Yasunori Kyo.
Oh, I remember chatting with you. Do you have a preference one way or the other on what I address you as?
I don't know how things go in Alola, but where I'm from, until you're a bit familiar, you go by last names.
And
Families come first.
I'm understanding correctly, that would mean I would call you Yasamori?
Sure, if you want to. Or you can call me whatever is easier.
Well, don't want to step on your toes. We just met after all, so I'll go with Yasamori for now.
Okay.
He nods to the assistant and holds out his hand. It's nice to meet you as well.
Nice to meet you. Noah. I'm Professor Birch's, well, one of Professor Birch's lab assistants. I've been sent to pick both of you up and your other companion who will meet along the road.
Oh, thanks for coming to get me, Noah. He also offers
problem.
his hand to Kyo.
Kyo will bow first before shaking hands.
He sort of like clumsily tries to bow back and then shakes your hand. Well,
Do you do the thing?
I was getting to it.
I have to know.
Well, you're gonna give me your traditional greeting. He holds his hands up in front of him a little tiredly and pulls them apart in a bit of a rainbow fashion. Alola.
I always wanted to see it in person.
It's always interesting to see the different greetings.
Well,
Wow.
that's the fascinating part. It's also a goodbye.
Hold on. Hold on. Never
I'm
mind.
holding on. Okay. As well. Kyo already has his bags. Were you able to find everything of yours?
Pretty much.
Oh,
It's mostly just the one.
That's good. We've had training assistants come with full luggage apparels before.
He just sort of blinks. How much of it did they leave at the lab?
Most of it. We typically have to ship it back to their homes abroad. So it's good to see some sensibility with you two.
Oh, hopefully our next companion also has that. Sorry, yes, somewhere. What was that?
Oh, I just got my egg warmer. I got my fishing rod. I got a tent. Yeah, I remember to buy a tent this time.
This time?
I've gone traveling before. That's
Well,
all he said.
It's good to make sure you have the supplies. As beautiful as the Hoenn region can be, it can be rather up in the air if it rains or not, being so tropical and close to the ocean. You won't find that in northern areas, but down here in towards Rustboro and definitely towards Littleroot, there is always a high chance for rain.
Caden just sort of snaps his fingers. I knew I forgot something. He doesn't have an umbrella.
Yes. Well,
Terrible day for rain.
your jacket should keep you, at least for the most part, dry. Unique material, it looks like.
Oh, I'm a little bit surprised you noticed. It's Vulpix fur.
Oh, interesting. Typically, the Vulpix around this region are all red color.
Oh, that's
Wait.
strange for an ice type.
A visible question mark appears over Kyo's head, and when you say that, a second one happens.
An ice-type Vulpix, huh? The Alolan region sure is strange to me, but I suppose you could say the same for ours.
Kyo's going to just lean over to the assistant. I think the flight got to him.
No, I believe the professor once did say that there was such thing as an ice-type Vulpix. A past assistant actually owns one, apparently, but I have
What's
never
next?
seen one in person.
What's next? A water-type Macargo?
Possibly. Pokemon are a strange thing. You see them everywhere, and sometimes different areas have different variants and different forms. As far as we know, there could be a poison-type Numel somewhere out there.
That sounds like an environmental disaster waiting to happen.
Well, typically Numels on themselves can be environmental disasters waiting to happen. But that's why the Pokemon Rangers are out there.
Yeah, thankfully. But no, it's definitely ice type. He sort of like pats at the fur on the collar. It's pretty chilly.
Huh. Well, let's see. He suddenly stops and looks at his watch and says, "Oh God! Oh jeez, we have to. We gotta go. We have to pick up your friend. She should be arriving on the ship not too long from now. Of course, that's in a few hours, but we have quite the drive over to Littleroot. I hope you all are, well, at least easily entertained or need to take a nap, because it is going to be imminent."
Are we gonna be in the car the whole time?
Well, there's plenty of places we can stop on the way if you need to. Don't worry. If you need a minute to stretch your legs now, I understand you just got off the ship. I mean plane, but
That would be appreciated.
take your time.
Just gonna sort of walk around for a little bit, probably on the way to the car, and just sort of look around.
Yeah. Are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just kind of trying to see the sights?
No, he's just kind of looking around. New city in a different place, probably way bigger than any city he's used to.
Yeah. And you kind of look outside, you can see the sprawling metropolis that is Rustboro. You can see that a lot of the buildings are primarily made of stone. Out in the distance, you can see what looks like this massive university, just far out there. You can see also, as you're kind of standing there, this massive monorail that kind of goes all across the city.
Oh, this place is a lot bigger than I expected.
So, eventually, though,
Now, considering it is the main city in Johto, would I safe to assume Goldenrod would be bigger than this place? Because like
Yeah, it
Goldenrod
would
is
be-
the hub of Johto.
it would be pretty much. It would be bigger, definitely, but not by a lot.
Okay.
Like, but Goldenrod definitely would be considered bigger. But either way, eventually, the professor kind of comes up to you guys and goes, "Okay, well, I really hate to rush you, but we do have to get going. I could take out one of the seats, or at least move it up quite a bit if you want some leg room to take a nap. I got a van for us to kind of take over."
Oh, if there's room, I wouldn't want to trouble you too much for it.
No, it shouldn't be an issue. How about I'll lower some seats out in the back. You can take a nap, and Kyo, if you want to sit up there with me, up front, and then we'll get on our way.
Okie dokie.
All right. As you both step outside, Caden, this is a familiar feeling to you as the heat and the mugginess hit your skin. It feels very much like home. Kyo, why is this entire place underwater?
This is an Arceus-less place.
As you have gone from the very much air-conditioned airport now out into the actual city.
Peyton
Quickly
just smells
though,
a little wetter. Oh, nice out today.
eventually though, you do see the lab assistant Noah coming around with the van. As he kind of gestured for you all to get in, he goes, "Just put your bags in the back of the trunk, and we'll get on our way."
Okay. Feels like the Blackthorn gym in here.
I got the AC running, buddy.
Oh God, Arceus bless.
Hearing
Yeah,
the AC
so
is
you-
running, Caden does actually take his jacket off with his bag when he puts it in the trunk and gets in.
All right, you do so. Say, you all start getting on the road. Is there anything you guys want to do, or a conversation you want to have in the car?
Eo's kind of just yes and Toma, so I'm gonna leave that on you.
So, Yasamori, you mentioned you wanted to be a professional breeder.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna be the most famous one in the world, and even a champion is gonna want to breed with my Pokemon.
That's quite the lofty aspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really worked in that line of work myself, or really thought about it much. I imagine it's fairly difficult.
Oh, it's chaotic. You have to be a dietitian, a physician, a care specialist. You basically have to know the exact environments in which they thrive.
Well, then I guess Professor Birch will be a good person to teach you some of that, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it almost sounds like you'd have to be half a researcher.
Oh, you might. Yeah, it's a science.
Well, we'll probably get along pretty well. I've done a lot of studies on Pokemon migration back home.
Huh, possum. I didn't know there was any daycares over in Alola.
It's not really the sort of one where you might have in other places where they get trained up and everything. It's mostly, I think, just to have them watched for a little while. We get eggs sometimes, though.
Yeah, we still don't know where those come from.
Yeah, it's the darndest thing.
Yeah, that would be Elm's research. Birch contacts him sometimes, but I don't know.
I hear he's a little eccentric.
He can be. I haven't talked to him very much, but I've had one conversation with Elm. Interesting guy, though. Interesting topic of research.
Yeah, bet it
So,
keeps his hands full.
Out of curiosity, Kyo, who did you do any, like, research into Pokemon breeding in the Johto region? Like, where did you learn some of it?
Oh, so I don't know if you ever heard of the Goldenrod daycare, but I've been working there since I was 16.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
I figured it was better for me to wait and learn first, and then they said, if I spend my whole life there, I'll just languish it away. So here I am. Johto was not an option.
Oh?
I figured it's better to make a name for myself.
Fair enough. Shame. I know one of our old lab assistants opened up a daycare in that region, though I've never heard him take on anyone.
Well,
Of course, he's in Olivine City, so...
Wonder if it's anyone I've heard of.
Possibly. Either way, we need to get your friend. Same with that, I'm gonna cut over real quick to Yuki.
Yuki.
So Yuki, you're on a boat.
Motherfucker.
I'm on a boat.
You're on a boat, and you've been there for quite a while. The assistant that has sort of been tasked to come and get you has, by the request of Professor Birch, led you actually down south through Slateport City, and you have actually been on a boat now for a few days as you've been making your way towards the docks near Petalburg. What have you been doing in this time? As lucky for you, though, the rooms do have Wi-Fi.
Probably browsing the internet, reading comics, manga, reading in general. Maybe a lot of time spent looking out at the ocean anxiously. Not a big fan of water for sure.
Yeah. Say, there's definitely been a few days where your stomach sort of has turned at least a little bit, particularly whenever it started to rain while on the boat, but you have not too long before, a few days ago, made it past Dewford Town, which you know as the sort of midway point between Slateport and Petalburg. As you can kind of hear over the loudspeaker as the captain of the boat announces, "Hello everyone, and welcome to the Slateport Cruise. We are making our way out to our final stop near Petalburg City. For all those who have been riding with us to this point, thank you for choosing the SS Whalmer. And please don't forget any of your items that are on board, and make sure to check in with our staff for your complimentary free drink on your way out." As that kind of ends, not even a few minutes later, you hear a knock on your door.
Kind of cringe and go and open it as I'm like putting things away, trying to pack very quickly.
Yeah. As you open the door, you see a familiar face that has been with you now for, well, a few weeks on this cruise / this trip. As you see Myra, one of Professor Birch's lab assistants, who, would you have talked to them very much, or would you kind of just been off doing your own thing?
Absolutely off doing my own thing. Absolutely. They've probably seen me the first day.
Only when they're taking you places do they see you.
Yeah, pretty much. Sneaking out in the middle of the night to get like whatever's still left at for food and whatever. Maybe then.
Say, she looks at you and goes, "Well, glad to see you're up." And she kind of checks her watch. "And so early, too."
Well, I want to be ready to get out of here as soon as possible. I can't lie, I'm not the biggest fan of boats.
You didn't seem to like the car ride down to Slateport either.
Would you believe me that I don't like planes?
I'd be shocked if you did. Well, hopefully a little bit of time out in the wilderness will change your tune. But we'll see. Either way. I'm sure you heard the captain we're about to arrive.
Yes. Hence me, she just kind of gestures, broadly at her stuff while raising an eyebrow.
Just making sure. You'll be meeting your new traveling companions soon.
Oh, excellent. That's Hayden and Kyo, right?
Correct.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
All right. I'll be waiting for you at the exit.
Delightful. Well,
As-
thank you.
She goes, also, in case you haven't, she'll hand you what seems like a small bag of food.
Oh, again, thank you. I meant to grab this on the way out anyway.
Think nothing of it. After the last few days of traveling with you, I know you're not one to want to go grab it in large groups, so I thought I'd just get you it now.
Kind of like tucks
Anyways.
that behind her.
I'll leave you
Just
to
continues
it.
Packing.
Yeah. She disappears past, heading towards the exit of the boat. And not too long, you hear the familiar sound of the horn whistle of the boat, signifying that in about 5 minutes you'll be making port. And as you kind of step outside, God, fucking AC is a miracle, you think to yourself.
Yeah,
Yes, it is muggy.
Yeah, Yuki definitely has a coat on regardless. She's just perpetually cold. So at this point, like the clothes she's packing at this point are very ill suited to the weather.
All right. Eventually, you can see the port arriving, and as you kind of step your way towards the exit, you can look out towards where the small little parking lot is. You see this van kind of sitting there. You can kind of guess that's probably what you're going to be traveling in for the rest of like the 2 to 3 hours towards Littleroot. How does Yuki feel knowing that she's about to meet all these new people and possibly in a day her new partner Pokemon?
She's definitely excited about partner Pokemon. Very, very excited. Really still hoping to, get Mudkip out of this. However, the idea of being stuck in a car with people she's just met is definitely daunting, to say the least. So she's kind of mentally prepping herself for having to go through the whole meet and greet process. Maybe even like mumbling under her breath, like, her greetings or introduction and whatnot.
You say, as you kind of stand there towards the exit of the ship, mumbling your greetings to yourself, you can see Myra kind of look over towards you and go, "It'll be all right. You guys have been messaging for a while now, haven't you?"
Here and there, yeah.
Well, then at least you have something there.
Oh, I'm not worried at all. I just am making sure I haven't forgotten.
Forgotten?
How to introduce myself well. That's a thing people practice, right?
Oh, I suppose.
Have to get good at it somehow. She just kind of shrugs.
Practice does make perfect. Alright. Is there anything you need me to carry?
No, I think I'm alright. I've only got these few light bags, but again, I appreciate the help.
No problem. Also, you will be traveling with 2 guys. If you ever need anything, or just want to talk to a woman about something, feel free to give me a call. And you see her kind of hand you this little thing with clearly her number on it.
Yuki just sort of like tilts her head slightly confused, before taking it and just kind of putting it into her coat pocket and, saying, thanks.
You are an odd one, and I don't mean that in any sort of rude way.
That doesn't
You don't get
surprise
outside
me.
much, do you?
The corner store, quite frequently, I'll have you know.
Oh, you're gonna be traveling much further than a corner store this time.
I was afraid someone would say that.
And as that happens, you can feel the sudden jolt as the boat makes contact, as the sort of, I guess, game plank or whatever, as you are allowed to now exit.
When she's steeled herself from that, she goes ahead and exits, almost dropping her bag, though, as it jolts. She's not got a good handle on anything.
Say, you eventually take some steps off the boat and start making way towards the car. Caden and Keo, would any of you be outside of the car right now?
Is Caden awake?
That's up to you. It has been, I would say, about 5 hours you have been in that car.
So, absolutely, I posted in chat, but Keo is absolutely going full eager face.
He'd probably get woken up by it stopping and would take the opportunity to get out and at least stand around and stretch his legs somewhere.
Alright. Let's say you guys been waiting there for about 10 minutes. You can see the ship slowly making its way in. You all just really barely making the arrival time. And Yuki, as you kind of make your way up the hill towards the car, you can see who you can assume to be your two traveling companions, currently just standing out there. One very tall, stretching, and the other seemingly boundlessly energy, kind of just going around the place.
I spotted a wormhole on a branch, and now I am stare.
You do see a wormhole on the branch. You are now staring at it. It kind of looks back towards you. You're now locked in the staring contest.
Little awesome Matthew.
I think Yuki would immediately start trying to look and see what Keo's looking at as well.
It's just a pop in Caden's shoulder. He looks over at Yasamori. What was that, Yasamori?
I named him.
Named who?
I point to the wormhole.
You look up, Caden, towards the wormhole, as the wormhole suddenly turns towards you, and as if initiating its own staring contest against you.
Don't look
Yuki,
away from him.
As you approach, you can easily see the large caterpillar in the tree wormhole, as it kind of is just now in a staring contest with the large companion of yours.
It does kind of look like a Matthew.
Mm-hmm. And he's little and he's awesome.
So as you say that, it kind of turns back to Yukio, gives you a nod as if say, damn right, and then starts crawling its way back up the tree further.
Does that mean I won or lost?
I don't know. I think if you had a good time, you won.
He sort of looks over, probably sees Yuki now. Oh. Hello.
Hello. A wormhole up there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how lovely. They are quite cute, aren't they?
Oh, I love them. I turn around, I give a bow. Hello, my name's Yasamori Kyo.
Yuki also, very, very slightly more of a head nod, sort of bows in return. Ishikawa Yuki. It's lovely to meet you.
Mm-hmm. You too.
Caden just smiles, gives another tired rainbow hand gesture. Oh, Lola, I'm Caden Bishop.
Wonderful. Well, now that we've all met, and then she holds up her bags, can I set these down somewhere?
Uh-huh. Oh, I can carry them.
That's alright, I just need to know where to set them down. The car is right there, isn't it?
Caden just
You all hear a
reaches
whistle
and
as
opens the back
Noah.
of the car.
Yeah. As you open the back, you see all the other bags that have been stacked back there neatly.
Wonderful. Well, She just kind of throws them in there haphazardly. All right. Claps her hands together. All right, let's get going.
Okay. Oh, did you want to sit up front?
Why not? Sure.
All right. At this point, Caden, unfortunately, they do have to put the seats up, as you are now sort of just in the back of the van, sitting by yourself. Kyo, you have Myra kind of sitting next to you, as Yuki, you're sitting next to Noah, as you all start getting on the road.
Caden does that awkward tall person thing where he's like tilted to where he's looking kinda sideways, one leg like half up on the seat next to him as he's got the other one down on the floor.
How tall is Caden, by the way?
Caden is... I gotta go find it again. He's 6'4".
Okay.
As
So he's a
someone
pretty
who
big
is,
boy.
Like
as someone who
5'10",
is
so not
6'2"
short.
IRL, I've also had
Oh.
this problem that he is having.
We never had Nami describe Yuki.
Oh yeah, can you describe Yuki, please?
Absolutely. Yuki is she's very lean, very slender. She's about 5'10". She has green hair that's kind of like neck length, kind of shaggy, a bit messy, and she's got two little buns on top. And she's got these perfectly round glasses as well. And then she also has she's always wearing like this kind of large coat and then a cute little like swa blue scarf. And then she's just wearing like a graphic t-shirt. The one she's wearing today is probably something really goofy, like it's like a skitty or something, like sleeping, and it's just like, don't bother me while I'm napping, some cringe thing she got from like a bargain bin, you know?
Yuki shops at
she
Hot
does not-
Topic?
she doesn't even shop at Hot Topic. She's buying the Hot Topic clothing that she gets at the thrift store. Or from like online, like
Secondhand
third or
Hot Topic.
fourth. Yeah,
Oh,
we're
we-
talking like fifth-hand
oh.
stuff online.
We
so
poor.
Not
I
even
like
just poor,
to-
she does not care.
I like to imagine this could have been a shirt that she found while at the supermarket. Like they had this one clothes rack, and she's like,
Yeah.
"This will work. I don't have to go out anywhere again."
Oh,
now."
absolutely. She absolutely did that as well for some of her clothes. And then she's also got some long, kind of like baggy pants on. And then some pretty practical boots. But besides that, she's just got maybe like some small earrings in or something, like Pokeball studs or something.
All right.
I turned to the research assistant. Was I supposed to wear a coat?
No, honestly, I'm shocked that two of your companions are.
Okay.
It is very warm in the Hoenn region, though I guess it makes sense for your friend from Alola. And I guess
He's just really warm. Caden like lifts his head. Oh, I thought it was a little chilly today, actually.
Yuki does as well, and she kind of like shuffles her coat a bit closer.
Huh. The assistant just mimics Yukio on that. He goes, well, we're just about to go through Petalburg. Any of you decide on what Pokemon you wanted for your starters?
Uh-huh.
The professor was hoping you'd settle that before getting there.
I know what I want.
We chatted a bit about it before we met up. It's nice to meet you in person, if I didn't say that before, Yuki.
And nice to meet you as well.
From the sound of it, if I remember correctly, Yasamori was gonna get Trico, Yuki was taking Mudkip, and I was going to have Torchic.
Ichikawa-san, why'd you want Mudkip?
You can drop the formalities, you know. You can just call me Yuki. It's perfectly fine. I'm not going to call you anything but Kyo. Anything but else is too long. As for why I want Mudkip, have you seen Mudkip before?
Oh, yeah, but they're all great.
That's the thing. Look at Mudkip. Look at the little fins on their face. Tell me that you could do anything but that. Although I will say, if I wasn't going to get Mudkip, Trico was easily a second pick. Sorry, Torchic.
Io is baffled by the idea of having a favorite.
I just like whatever's the weirdest one.
Kyo is the embodiment of just happy to be here.
Well, they certainly all have very interesting personalities.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be happy with Torchic based on what I've heard.
That's good. To let you know, I'm sure the professor let you in on it, but any rooms at the Rootbound Inn in Littleroot have been taken care of. He has paid for them himself, as well as a dinner over at the Littleroot larder.
I guess I didn't need the tent yet.
Not yet.
We need a tent.
I don't want to sleep outside.
I would suggest getting one.
They say the Beautifly will come and eat your tears or your blood.
I don't think that's true.
That's not according to our research, no.
And then she kind of grins for a second, and very, kind of like looking slyly from the side. Just now, I've heard Dustox might though. I'd be more careful with them.
I heard it was Butterfree.
No, Butterfree don't have that long nose thing. They got teeth.
They're also not native to this region.
I was told I couldn't bring one.
No, unfortunately, the Hoenn region has a very strict laws about bringing any outside species in.
As long as none of us snuck any in, I think we'll be fine then.
I sweat knowing that I'm all pockets. Oh,
I
no,
left
I'm
mine
gonna
at
be
home, don't worry.
suspicious. Wait, you left your pockets at home?
No, my illegal Pokemon.
Oh, I was gonna say, yes. No pockets, huh? That stereotype rings true.
No, she has so many pockets. Like, it's just like, the code is basically all pockets on the inside.
All of
Pockets
our
for
coats are
days?
pockets.
That's what she,
Wow.
that's what she, when she used to be more of a thief back in the day, she would just shove candy in those pockets and then, see how much she could get.
Say. In about 3 hours, as the sun is beginning to set on the region, because you have been on this cloud for a fucking while, having arrived more around the afternoon time for you, Caden. You all have finally arrived in Littleroot Village. And true to its name, all the houses are covered in moss, vines, and roots of trees. You even see one in the village with a tree growing out of the roof, up towards the sky. As you kind of look around, you can see what looks like a large bell tower. In fact, I can just...
Interesting.
And for those watching, I also want to point out something. Anything that I have in this is based on the manga, the anime, and the games. So it's sort of a mixture of everything.
Battle map.
There are a few.
Disappeared.
It's still not working.
Is it not working for you?
No, I thought it was, I just thought it was something, just wasn't up for a while, but it's, okay, we're good. I had to refresh it, again, multiple times. What is up with Chrome and just not working?
Be like that.
It was stuck at 94% for 20 minutes.
That is just something
Say.
that happens with Forge.
Yeah, that's Forge.
Say, as you all kind of get out of the car, stretching again, the assistants say to you, there's quite a few things here in the town. There is a Pokemon Center that was actually brought in a few years ago. Initially, the Littleroot didn't have one. But as more and more trainers and more people started to move here, we had to get one installed. Thank goodness, too. People would just keep bringing their Pokemon up to the professor and it'd take away from his time, though he was always happy to help. The ranger station is at the edge of town towards Route 101. The Littleroot Lighthouse is sort of over at the docks. There's the bell tower that rings down the hours, except after 8. There's a Pokemon groomery here, and of course, the Rootbound Inn and the Littleroot larder. I'll leave it up to all of you about what you go about doing. The professor will be down tomorrow morning himself to collect you. 8 o'clock sharp.
Oh. He just sort of looks around a little bit and smiles. Oh, I guess it's really happening then.
Wild. Still can't believe we're here. After such a car ride like that.
least you didn't have to
Could be
sit on a
worse.
plane for 9 hours.
Yeah, we could say
At
that.
least you weren't on a boat for several days.
You took a boat.
Apparently that's the best way to get here.
Huh. Well, at least you could walk around and do stuff on the boat.
Pull out my Poké phone and just say, "Huh, you didn't take the Rust Turf Tunnel? Interesting."
That is a good. Why didn't I take the tunnel? He kind of looks over to Myra. Why didn't I take the tunnel?
Pokemon.
Oh, that's been down recently just to more collapses. I mean, it is full of Wishmer. They cause them all the time.
Oh, well, I hadn't heard. I don't know about you guys, but I am going to the room first thing. I need to put everything down and then collapse. And then maybe I should go out and consider buying supplies.
Yeah, you might want to get a tent. I don't think you want to share it with us.
No.
Sharon, you don't.
I mean, I was assuming I was sleeping outside. Over sharing a tent.
You can if you want, but apparently it rains a lot here.
Yuki, you would know for a fact of living in the Hoenn region. It can be a flip a coin whether if it's going to rain all day or be bright sunshine all day.
And Yuki is not gonna gamble on that one.
Yeah. So you're gonna all make your way towards the route-bound inn?
I mean, I can. I didn't get to say what I was doing.
Alright, Kyo, what do you want to do?
I know that I can't catch nothing, but Kyo's going fishing.
Okay. So you're heading towards the docks.
Yes.
Alright.
I bought a fishing rod for my starting money.
And Caden?
So there's the bell tower. What's the other big tower?
Lighthouse.
Well, there's the lighthouse that's out by the thing, but then there's these two.
Yeah, the lighthouse is here. This would be the bell tower over here. And this would be the ranger station.
Okay. Honestly, Caden would probably want to just... Assuming that rangers are okay with people just coming in and asking about the local region, he'd want to do that.
Yeah, you don't know. So you'll head over to that. So we'll do one at a time. Yuki, you head over to the route-bound inn. You see, as you kind of approach, a cozy, vine-covered two-story lodge at the edge of Littleroot. Wooden walls wrapped in flowery greenery that sways gently in the breeze. Warm lanterns hang beneath the eaves, casting a soft glow across the front porch. And there's a carved shine shaped like intertwined roots. Connected to the back of the building, as you kind of approach, you can see what looks like a curved glass roof of a large greenhouse that rises above the treetops. And as you kind of make your way in, you hear the slight bell signaling that you have gone inside. As you see a man and a woman standing behind a counter as they look up to you and go, "Oh, hello. Can we help you?"
Hi, yeah, I'm just looking for my room. I'm here for the, the professor, I suppose, paid me for my room, Professor Birch.
Yes, you must be one of the new trainers that he's sponsoring.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, I have a key right here. Yours will be the first room on the right as you go up the stairs. Feel free to use the greenhouse if you want. Some people go in there. Sometimes there's little Pokemon battles held by our daughters in there if you ever want to watch. We can make food, but we don't typically do full meals, but we do teas and stuff. And enjoy your stay.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I'll keep note of the battles, I suppose.
All right. So, and you quickly make your way up to your room. It's a standard, nice-looking room. There's a bed, a dresser, a small table where it looks like people can take notes or do something. and a few plush pillows that are on the ground, seemingly for either people or Pokemon's use.
Compared to her normal room, this is quite nice anyway. So, kind of just looks for whatever like dresser or whatever is. If there's any is like solid surface, kind of just throws her bag there, and then just testing the bed, just face plants into it for a second.
So as you face plant into it, it's very soft, it's very plush as you kind of sink into it a little bit.
Yeah, Yuki, very happy that the bed is very soft. Very picky about hard beds. Kind of hums happily before getting back up, and then adjusts her glasses, which she has, smushed just a little bit doing that.
Yeah.
And then when she's kind of checked her stuff and made sure everything is there, she makes sure her money's in her pocket, and then I guess she's gonna go head out and get some supplies.
Yeah. Say, you definitely find that everything you have is on you, and you kind of head down the stairs and out and about. Real quick, we're going to switch over now to, we'll say, Caden. You kind of approach the ranger station, and it seems to be a sign to welcome visitors. And with that, you kind of head on in. As you kind of do, it seems more almost militaristic looking as you kind of enter. Very professional. The room it does have some nice plants, some pictures of the rangers with their partners standing next to them. There's currently a single woman sitting behind a desk as you enter. She goes, "Hello, welcome to the ranger station. How may I help you?" As next to her, you can see what you can assume to be her partner Pokemon, which is a large, as far as you know, just this large little acorn with eyes and feet looking up at you.
Sort of smiles looking around a little bit, just appreciating how professional everything is compared to probably what he's used to, where everything's a little bit more laid back. Alola, I'm Caden Bishop. I'm new to the region. He sort of scratches the back of his head. I'm one of the lab trainers that's being sponsored, and I just wanted to check in, maybe hear a bit about some of the Pokemon around here, maybe you had a pamphlet on environmental rules. I know that's important here.
Yeah, we don't have too many rules. I mean, obviously certain rules are always in effect. Don't try to mess with Pokemon in, their habitats. If you see, say, an egg out in the wild by itself, do not touch it. We have been given reports of a Alpha Mightyana in the region. We recommend trainers try to avoid those. It hasn't been hostile really to any trainers, but do too much damage to its pack and it may come out. So we just warn people from doing so. We do have a rule against overtraining Pokemon. If you go out into the wilderness and just pick a fight with everything, you will eventually hurt the ecosystem. So we try to limit people from doing so.
That's mostly what I've heard from the professor, so that's good to know. And he sort of gives a smile and a nod to the, what I'm assuming is a C-Dot. And
it is.
Who's this little guy?
Oh, this is Corn. He's my little assistant. Say, I'm not sure if you've ever seen one before. He's a C-Dot.
No, I hadn't.
Say, crafty little guys. Say, a little slow while walking, but they can be quite powerful in a fight.
Oh. That's good to know. It's he sort of just rubs at his chin and stares at it for a moment. It's grass type?
Correct. Though typically its final form Shiftry is grass and dark type.
Well, I don't know if I was expecting dark type from him, but I think I could see it getting there. Though I don't think I've ever seen a Shiftry before, so sort of shrugs. I guess the sky's the limit for most things around here for me.
New to the region?
Yeah, I'm from Alola.
Oh. I've never been to Alola, but I hear it's a very lovely place. Similar climate.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to here. Pretty comfortable. A lot more just helping out with the Pokemon around you. The wild Pokemon don't really get into fights with people that often unless they're just having a good time.
Well, the Pokemon around here are pretty docile, at least this down south in Littleroot. If you make it up north, particularly if you ever get to the Valley of Steel, don't try to approach any wild Pokemon without caution. Of course, you shouldn't try to do that, period, but around here you'll be safer than most places.
Oh, yeah, I've definitely had my fair share of cautious engagements with the dragon types my dad raised.
Dragon types?
Yeah.
Bold man to be raising some.
Well, he's born for it as far as I can tell. Those things don't get out of line when he's around. Luckily.
Impressive. Well. Either way. Has the professor given you a Pokénab yet?
No. I'm scheduled to go meet with him tomorrow, so I'll probably be getting it then.
Alright. Then my recommendation is please don't try to go outside of the town. If you're ever in trouble, however, if you're like out on any route or in any sort of place, even in the ocean, and say your Pokemon had fainted and now you're just treading water, or you're in the woods with rather dangerous Pokemon, you will see an app on the Pokénav called a Ranger Emergency Alert. That will inform us that you are in trouble, and we will dispatch rangers to try to collect you before anything bad happens.
Oh, well, hopefully it won't come to that, but it's good to know you're looking out for us.
Yep, we have ranger stations all throughout the region, both on the route and in every city and or town. It's the League's effort to try to limit any unnecessary deaths of trainers or Pokemon.
Well, that sounds great. In Alola, it's mostly just so close together, you're usually within range of somebody. But accidents happen.
Well, the Hoenn region is quite large. Either way.
He sort of rubs at his legs a little bit. Yeah, was quite the car drive here.
If you're coming from Rustboro, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah. Puts it all into perspective, really. I had a 9-hour plane ride before that, and I've never really gone beyond the islands before that, so it's quite a distance.
Right. Well, if you ever need supplies that's more survival based, come to us and we can help you with that. There's not much in terms of shopping here in Littleroot, unfortunately. But we should be able to hook people up with some basics.
Oh, it's good to know. Like tents? Traveling
utilities, ropes, lighters, tents, sleeping bags, water filters. We even have some stocks of repels, but we only keep the basic ones here. Not enough dangerous Pokemon around these areas to warrant anything much larger.
Good to know. Sort of thinks about it for a second. You don't have umbrellas, do you?
Not particularly. Let me check. And you see her get up and she kind of goes towards the back. And about 5 minutes later she comes back and goes, "We have one." Let me say. Seems a Captain 200.
Well, it should be fine. He's sort of just looking through some of his stuff, thinking about it. He sort of stares for a second. How did I forget a sleeping bag?
You should be fine. It's more of a comfort thing than anything, and primarily you'll need it in colder areas, such if you were to go into the desert.
I think I'll probably be fine for now then. If I need one later, I can always pick it up.
Alright. And she'll, minus 200, and she'll hand you the umbrella.
Nice. Well, I guess I'll go spread the word to my new traveling companions and let them know if they need anything, they can come here.
Alright. Kyo! You're fishing.
Hello. I'm fishing.
Alright. So you kind of head down to the docks with your rod. Now, I don't know too much about this. Can you just click on the rod and it will start fishing, or...
Yeah, and no.
Okay. So then what we're going to do for this is we are going to use what's on your sheet. So I want you to roll me, let's say, a survival.
Any modifiers?
No.
That is a
9.
It made me roll 3, so that is a 9.
Yeah, because you have a novice in it, so you get 3d6.
Alright, so yeah, I rolled a 9.
Yep. Alright, so you're sitting there, and you're actually sitting there for quite a while, but you do eventually get a nibble on your line. Roll me one more survival to check to see if you're able to reel it in.
Oh god, Gen 3 fishing. 8.
That is enough. As you reel back, you fling it up, and out of the water comes a very large Magikarp as it kind of hits the ground from the fishing rod as it lets go, as it now is just floating in the air, staring at you.
Oh wait, can I already just float? Oh shit.
Yes.
I want
This
to roll
one-
Pokemon Education to see if this one's a weirdo.
Water tea.
Go right ahead.
12.
12. You know that this thing has to be at least of some bit of strength to be able to float here, as most Magikarp, particularly young ones, would just be flopping right now on the deck. This one seems to be old enough to at least have gained the ability to swim in the air with its water energy.
Okay, I would like to tell the Magikarp, hi, I'm sorry to bother you. I was just wondering if I could just get a closer look at you, as I want to measure it best I can and just write down all the data I can on this Pokemon. 'Cause this is a big one.
It kind of blinks at you, and you just hear, "Card." As it doesn't move, it doesn't try to swim away from you, it just seems to be standing there.
Well, you know what they say, better forgiveness than permission.
Say, as you are easily able to jot down the information for this Magikarp.
Okay. After I get everything I can, like weight, height, all of it, size, I put it back in the water. Sorry, can't keep you yet.
Easily done so. You know the average height for a Magikarp from tip to tail is around 2 foot 11 inches. This thing was about 3 foot 1 inches. So slightly above average.
Bigger.
And the average weight would be 22 pounds, but this thing is around 25.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can now say that you caught a fish that big.
Because there is an actual difference. What color were the whiskers? Gold or white?
It was white on the out, but as you get towards the roots of what would have been the whiskers, they turned a bit gold.
That's interesting, because white means female, gold means male.
Yeah, you can kind of guess that from it, the fact that it was more white, it would be female.
Alright, make sure I write that down. And then I put the Magikarp back.
Yep.
And can I roll to see if I can catch anything but a Magikarp? I'm just learning at this point.
Kyo spiked the Magikarp into the water.
Roll me one more survival.
5.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you're able to catch anything else. I'm going to say, because fishing does take typically a bit, that's going to take up probably the remainder of time
I
before
have nothing
unless
else
you
to
want
do.
to go. Yeah, unless you want to go get food. Yuki, how are you trying to find a place to find traveling supplies?
Probably going straight to the front desk. They seem like they'd be the most likely to know. So she kind of sheepishly leaves her room and goes up and just, hey, I've never really been to this town before. Where do I buy things?
I guess that depends on what you're looking for.
Tents?
Maybe the ranger station would have some. As you're having this conversation, you feel padding at the back of your leg.
Quickly turn around, kind of like startled, looking around for whoever the hell's touching me.
You see, as you turn around, you don't see anyone, but as you look down, you see what looks like this little Poochiana who is currently just padding at your leg as it kind of looks up at you, tongue flinging out of its mouth with a little wide grin on its face. He goes, "Oh, don't mind him. That's just our a pet Poochiana. His name's Bagel."
Hi, Bagel. You're so cute. She like drops down immediately and just starts like scritching behind his ears and like just looking him over.
He is just fucking loving it. He gives you a couple licks on the face in appreciation.
Well, thank you, Bagel.
You said there was an Alpha Mightyana that was in the area, or?
Yes, that you were told that there is an Alpha Mightyana in the area. It hasn't been hostile, though, as long as people don't mess with its pack too much.
Well, once Yuki has spent a minute or two loving on Bagel, she stands back up, kind of brushing herself off, and then turns and thanks the person at the front desk and starts to head toward the door.
All right, you head towards the door. She waves you goodbye. You get a goodbye bark from Bagel as you kind of head out. And we start making your way towards the ranger station, which you'd probably run into Caden on his way out.
Oh, hello, Caden. Is your errands for the evening going well?
Oh, yeah, so far. I'm guessing you are going to get a tent, Yuki.
I assume they have those at the ranger station?
They did. I was actually on my way to let you know.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll go get one so I'm not sleeping on the ground tomorrow, or whenever.
Probably for the best. I'm probably gonna get some dinner before I turn in for the night.
Good idea. Where's the, and she kind of like holds her hand up, like spinning it. You know, the other one.
Oh, Kyo?
Yeah, Kyo.
Last
assuming
I
they're
saw
off
him,
somewhere?
he was walking towards the shore with his fishing rod.
Oh. Yuki is actually kind of intrigued at this. Good to know. If there's anything good for dinner, let me know, but otherwise I will probably see you tomorrow, ?
Yeah, maybe. I'll probably, the inn looked a bit big. Did they have anything of interest there?
I didn't really see anything, but I also was not looking for food, admittedly. I have rations in my room, and that will hold me over till tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, I've got rations too, but at the same time, just sort of gestures to Littleroot around them. New town, might want to try something new before I relegate myself to rations for weeks.
That's true. I suppose the food here might be different than what you're used to back home. It's not terribly different than what I have over in Malville, but it's just kind of less options, so I'm so spoiled by all of the takeout restaurants and corner stores and everything where I'm from.
At least you have some variety. It's mostly fish where I'm from.
Oh, but fish are delicious, though.
Yeah, but every day.
I see your point. Well, I should probably get going before they close, so.
Yep, I'll see you later.
Ciao. She continues to pen towards the store, hands in
All right.
pocket.
Yeah. You head into the ranger station. There you see the ranger kind of sitting behind us. He goes, "Oh, wow, a lot of people today. How can I help you?"
I'm just looking for a decent tent. I'm one of the new trainers for Professor Birch, so I'm picking up supplies that I should have picked up probably weeks ago.
All right. What do you already have?
She pulls out she pulls out a small notepad, which is just completely blank, and she just looks up and says, couple $1,000.
Because you have 5,000 is what you start with.
Yeah, she
Alright.
Notably has bought nothing pretty much.
Well, to give some ideas, I'd recommend maybe getting maybe a sleeping bag, a tent, a lighter, some maybe a flashlight, a water filter. Just so you know, if you go over to the journal tab, you'll see an approved list item.
I was just looking through that.
I was like, I could get a lighter, and then I was like, I'm gonna have a torch.
And
Asking
if
your
you go
coach if you can
to,
light stuff for me.
yeah, they will have pretty much everything under travel gear.
Wonderful. All right. I mean, a tent. I definitely need a tent. I probably don't need a lighter. I'm sure we'll have something we have there. But a flashlight, a tent, and a water filter seem absolutely necessary.
All right. You also may want to buy a few rations for the road.
That would probably be smart. I suppose
Alright.
I'll also have Mudkip with me, so I was probably. I mean, how much would you recommend?
Well, it depends, I guess, where you're going to be traveling to. My recommendation is figure out how far your next destination is via walking and grab from there. You can always try to look for things for them to eat on the road, but rations like these are typically compacted especially to meet all their nutritional needs, especially if they're battling. So,
I don't know if the professors told us where our first destination is after this, so I suppose maybe I'll just take 3 or 4 days worth.
sounds good. They take a long time to expire, and Pokemon seem to like them, so feel free.
Wonderful. Then, so rations and a tent, flashlight, and water filter. I think the sleeping bag would be nice, but I don't think it's necessary.
Fair enough. Say, if you ever need anything on the road, a collection jar could also be good if you want to store berries or other perishables.
Yeah, give me 2 of those. Why not?
Alright. And if you're looking to catch Pokemon or, in some cases, rarer Pokemon, bait can always be better to use as well. Of course, you could always track down Pokemon yourself if you want.
I don't even think I've got any Pokeballs on me this current moment, so I don't think that's necessary yet.
Well, knowing the professor, he'll give you at least 5 to start. But you probably won't be able to buy any more until you go to Oldale Town.
I think I'll skip the bait for now. I wouldn't mind learning how to track them myself anyway.
Very well. Here you go. And she'll give you all that. And I'm gonna... Do you know how to add stuff to your sheet?
I think so. Yes, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna let you grab all that. I'm gonna jump back over to Kyo at the Caden actually. Caden, you're going to grab food?
Yeah, he's just gonna walk around for a little bit and see if anywhere is restaurant-esque.
Yep. You're easily able to be pointed to and find the Littleroot larder. Give me one moment. And Kyo, would you be also heading to the Littleroot larder, or would you be going to do something else?
Was our dinner for today covered, or the next?
Yes,
Okay.
for today. Kyo?
He's dead, Jim.
What? I thought you were talking to Toma.
It's gone.
I was just going to ask, was Kyo planning to go to get food after fishing? Because if so, then he'd meet up with Caden.
I mean, sure, because Kyo was like broke, so.
Okay. Well, you were told that the professor would cover your food for tonight.
Yeah, because otherwise, Kyo literally has no money.
Yeah. Say, you both arrive pretty much at the same time to the Littleroot larder. As they welcome you, and they go, "Oh, welcome. Welcome to Littleroot larder. How can I help you?"
Talking to me or Toma?
Either. You're both kind of standing there.
Sort of looks over at Kyo, looks at them. Hello, I'm Caden. We're two of the professor's new lab trainers. We were told our meal was covered here tonight.
Oh, yes. Yes. Let me get you a table and some menus. Order anything you want. The professor said he'll cover it.
Hopefully, I assume within reason.
I would recommend try to
Anything?
stay within reason. But we do have a bunch of dishes, and pretty much as long as you're full and happy, the professor's fine with it. Just maybe don't try to order everything on the menu.
Keep that in mind.
Anything?
Anything on the menu.
Is
As,
there a menu?
Yes.
There is. If you go over to journals, Littleroot stores, then you'll see the Littleroot larder.
That's a pretty big list of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toma, I teach him well.
I did take inspiration from AJ, yes.
They're learning SpongeBob.
We have starters and sides, main dishes, bread and grains if you like, some desserts, and drinks. We have one other name on our list. Will they be joining you? Yuki?
She was there when we were told we could come here. I think she's picking up some last-minute resources, so hopefully.
All right. Say, well, we're open to around 10, and as you kind of check your clocks, or at least the clock on the wall, you see it's about 8:30 there.
Yo, low-tide leaf salad.
I worked hard for some of these.
Sad nobody got my The Cat in the Hat joke.
Oh, I've heard it, AJ. You know my thoughts on that movie.
It's the greatest movie of all time, and I will die in this hill. Okay.
I think Caden would probably want the Oranberry biscuits and the slow cooked milk tank stew, because he wants something new and interesting, but also at the same time doesn't want to get the most expensive thing.
Fair
He'll
enough.
go with the biscuit. He go with the Tauros. He gonna get that sampler of Poke Puffs.
All right.
Yo,
That
eat
you
milk
put-
tank too much.
I see.
Any drinks, fellas? Lemonade.
Maybe
Sweet
a
sap
bit
lemonade.
later I'll get the Peckberry Cobbler, but for drink I'll take the Moo Moo Milk Chai.
All right.
I'll take it hot.
All right. Perfect. And she'll take the menus. And you guys sit there for probably about 20 minutes. Up to you
I tell
two if
him
you
all
talk
about the
anything.
Magikarp, and I get out my notes, and I get really autistic about it.
Caden, you hear his story about how he caught a fish literally this exact big.
He actually seems pretty interested in that. Huh. Wonder if it was one of
And
the...
it can already swim outside of the water.
Oh, wow, really?
Uh-huh.
Wonder if it was one of the alphas of the school? I think it's a school.
Well, if it is, I might have done goofed.
Say, would either of you like to roll a Pokemon education to see if you could think about it?
Yes,
sure.
that's actually the skill I have.
Perfect. Go right ahead.
Roll.
I was required to have this.
I got a 9.
17.
Say, Caden, you don't know. It could be from your thoughts. Kyo, as you think about it, you're pretty sure that this thing is definitely not an alpha. As an alpha Pokemon could sometimes be up to double to sometimes even on records triple the size of a regular Pokemon. They're also typically very hostile.
To clarify, I wasn't saying it was an alpha, it was the alpha of its group.
Oh, okay. Got it. I would say then, Caden, it's hard to guess. Kyo, you would guess that it's possible, but it's also very much possible that there could be another one bigger, as it was only 2 inches more.
She was only a little bit above average, and she wasn't really aggressively hostile or dominant looking. She was pretty docile and passive.
Huh. Yeah, the ranger station said most of the Pokemon around here at least are pretty docile. Though they did mention there was an Alpha Mightyena in the area.
And then Kyo's eyes turned into stars.
Oh, Kyo would also mention that probably the color of its scales, you'd probably guess that that thing is probably about 10 years old, the Magikarp you caught.
It would have been really funny if you'd caught a shiny Magikarp before you had Pokeballs.
That would really,
No,
really,
at that
really
point,
funny.
screw it. I'm carrying the fish home. I will sprint to the nearest wherever I had to go.
Alright. After about 10 minutes, you expect the waiter to come out with you, or come out to you with the food, but suddenly out of the kitchen, you hear the sounds of, give me one moment. The sounds of a Pokemon cry as you hear, Tro. As little, like, large footsteps kind of come in, as you see a Tropius, this large, you don't even know how to really describe it, but like quadruped animal with like what looks like leaf wings and a large banana beard kind of come out with a large picnic basket in its mouth as it kind of comes over to your table and just lowers it onto the table and then kind of gives you a nod.
Huh.
As it starts to turn back around. Bro.
Thank you!
And times are so tough, even the Pokemon gotta work.
Oh, actually, did you see the outreach ad that, Professor Birch did? Saw it on the way in on the plane.
I slept the whole time.
Apparently, Pokemon having jobs is pretty common around here, actually. And he's starting to take the stuff out of the basket and give Kyo his food while taking his own.
And taking a page from my last Sunshine character I didn't get to keep. Boy, does he eat.
Kyo, you scarf down that food. It's very good. From what little you taste that passes through your mouth, it is very, very good.
Caden, true to his Alolan heritage, is much more laid back and takes his time eating.
Yeah.
You eat like you don't have enough time to eat.
Oh, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just gotta get what you can and back to work.
Take her overworking you a little bit?
Oh, no. Babies are just really, really needy sometimes.
You know, I hadn't thought about that. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Yuki will show up.
Yuki, do you show up? Would you get hungry enough?
She might, like, towards the very end, like 9:15, 9:30. Probably gonna stick her head in there just to, like, swivel about, see if there's too many people to make it worth it. So how crowded is the room?
Just show up right at closing.
Kadam and Kyo seem to be just getting done with their dinner. As you kind of look around, there seems to be like one other person at a table, but they're clearly keeping to themselves, quietly eating. Besides that, it seems pretty empty.
She's not like super hungry. I think given the ship and the car ride, she's probably a little bit too anxious to be hungry. But she probably will, yeah, she'll probably sit down and order something quick.
You see the waiter come out to you. All right, hello. What can I get you?
Okay, one more time. Where's the menu?
Okay, so
Journal
if
tab.
you go to journal, same place as you found the improved item list.
Yeah.
You'll see Littleroot, then you go to stores, and then Littleroot
that is not on there.
Oh?
I have approved item list under journal. I have Littleroot, and then I have approved item list, and that is it.
Click on Littleroot.
Yeah. Littleroot,
There's-
subfolder
there's-
stores.
There's nothing in. Okay, well, I'm just gonna refresh my page.
The lid.
Valid.
Do you see it now?
Yeah, hold on. I just had to reload. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's
Okay.
It's fucking there now. I hate Chrome. I don't think it works on Linux. I think that's my issue. I haven't had half these issues until I switched. So.
Yo, Yuki,
Cool.
the Pokemon Groovery has Mudkip Mud Mask Mondays.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay.
We wait in Littleroot just so she can do it, but she doesn't tell anyone
Well,
why.
she probably wouldn't want to do it at a spa, but like she'd probably go look at it and see how she can do it at home.
Yeah. So to give you an idea, though,
Mhm.
today in the game would be the 5th of April. So tomorrow would be the 6th of April, which in our calendar would also be Monday. So it would
sick.
be a Monday.
She might go and watch how it's done tomorrow. I don't think she'd be interested in getting it done, but she'd probably ask if she can just observe it. She's probably also for food. I think she's just going to get a Moo Moo milk chai, and the biscuits.
All right. Easy enough. You order that.
Yes.
And yours take a lot less time, as about 7 minutes later, you see the large Tropius making its way out from the kitchen as it gives a loud troll as it comes to your table as it lowers down a picnic basket in front of you. It kind of gives you a nod.
She's too enamored watching the Tropius to even notice that her food's there. Definitely big Tropius enjoyer. So she's just like watching this guy just do his job, and then like it takes her until the Tropius is gone and out of sight for her to even notice that it's in front of her.
Yeah.
At which point she
Eventually.
eats very quickly.
You do so. It's not too much. It's about 5 of these little orangeberry biscuits on the plate. As you kind of scarf them down super quickly and then drink the Moo Moo milk chai, you're done in like 5 minutes tops.
On the downside, though, the Tropius bringing your food means that Caden is now looking at you.
Ah, shit.
That is
I'm
true.
Yuki out here eating like Santa Claus.
Yeah, she kind of awkwardly sees the other two eating, together at a different table, and just kind of awkwardly
Hey,
waves.
hey, Nami, flip a coin.
Oh fuck.
Oh boy.
Caden gives a confused wave.
Okay. Heads.
Eos made eye contact.
Fuck. As soon as she sees that Kyo makes eye contact, she just kind of slowly blinks, like, oh fuck.
I then do SpongeBob's eager face, essentially.
Just
I
big
like to
ol'
imagine
grin.
every time she looks away, she looks back, and Kyo's chair slightly closer to hers.
She looks back and her chair is now at their table. Somehow.
Caden's just at this situation where it's like, well, we literally just met today, so I can't expect much, but also, it's a little weird.
This doesn't actually happen, but as Yuki's chair is moved closer, I tip a Kadabra $5.
Really putting them to work, huh?
The economy, Nami, the economy.
Say, it is a little funny. Yuki, you do finish up your very light meal, and Caden, you taking your time, though having a near 30-minute head start, pretty much finish yours at the exact same time as the waiter kind of thanks you both and takes the plates. As you see the Tropius' head stick out from the kitchen again, as it kind of gives a loud "Tro." There's kind of a nod towards both tables as if a thank you, as he sticks his head back in.
Caden
look
smiles
over
and
at-
waves.
I look over at Caden. So, they don't have this in Johto? Do we tip the Tropius?
You know, I was going to ask you that. And then he looks over at Yuki. She's from here, we should ask her.
Let's go ask her. We get up.
We get to walk over.
At this point, Yuki sees them getting up and is now very anxious, like, oh god, what did I do this time?
You're being pursued.
I've broken the social rules.
Do not resist.
You are being befriended. Do not resist.
Yeah,
you make your way to her table.
Caden specifically does not mention that she didn't sit and eat with us. Yuki, we're both kind of new here. How common is tipping?
I know it's a Kalos thing, but I don't know about here.
So,
you
just because in World, I want to make sure, is it alright if tipping's not common in Hoenn, actually?
It wouldn't be, because Hoenn is still based off of Japan
Yeah,
and
it's
That's
stuff.
what I was thinking,
Japan.
yeah, I was gonna say, that would say, in Japan, if you tip, they're gonna, hand that back to you confused, so...
The only reason I brought up Kalos is because that's an actual game mechanic.
Yeah, true. And then, so Yuki kind of, again, tips her head kind of slightly and goes, tipping... What do you mean?
I don't know. Do we leave a treat for the Tropius who gave us our food?
I mean, I don't think you would, you probably could, but I
I
don't...
don't have any.
What do you mean tipping?
Would Alola have it, at least in real world, Hawaii is part of America, suppose.
Yeah, yes. Alola would have tipping, though it is kind of up the air of whether people do or not. People are still paid fairly. Either way.
The dream. Well, I guess I'll take that as a no, but at least in Alola, depending on what it is you're getting, usually for food at least, you leave a little extra on the table for the waiter, so as a thank you.
That sounds horrible. No, we don't have that here, and if we do, I have never noticed anyone doing it. That being said, if I had anything for the Trobio, I'd love to leave it, but it's
Trobio?
kind of like, oh my god! This whole time you've been saying troll, and I've been sitting there mentally going, Trobio! God damn it, Trobio typo!
Navi, the Freudian slip!
I know! Okay, Tropius. I would love to leave something for the Tropius, but I don't think I have anything he would want, so...
Well, I'm gonna be honest, it's a bit of relief to know that's not really a thing here. Because... And he sort of like looks at Yuki again. Assume that means everyone gets paid a living wage.
I
The
hope
Pokemon
so.
Spend money on.
Well, I would hope that whoever is its trainer or owner would be getting a living wage to pay for it. It's pretty big.
Let's say, you would all know, it
I
doesn't
know
matter what region.
Photosynthesizes too, probably.
Yes, you know that grass-type Pokemon can photosynthesize, which can help alleviate hunger, but it cannot completely feed it.
It can alleviate hunger, but it's also a big fucking dinosaur.
Yeah. In this scenario, though, you know that trainers in general is one of the hardest careers to get into, because unless you, like, get really big, you're not likely to make money.
One of those is on my list.
Gotta do it for the experience. And then hopefully make money.
What a cool Pokemon, though.
Yeah, it's
They're
on my
so
list.
graceful. Your list.
Oh, yeah, I got a list.
Your list.
Yeah,
Like-
the list.
The list.
The list.
Oh, elaborate.
Caden just looks directly at you. I thought you didn't have a favorite.
I don't have favorites, but I got a list.
I see.
The
She-
list is of Pokemon that do really well working in a daycare.
Huh.
When I get good enough, I'm gonna get a Kangaskhan from my grandpa. I gotta find a Tropius. I want to go to your region and get a Comfey. I point to Caden. I can't get a
should be pretty
Chansey
good
because
for
the Joys monopolize those. Naruno. I don't know. They feel redundant.
Wait, did they literally monopolize those?
Well, I know you can't really get one unless you're part of their clan or affiliated in somewhat. Kind of like how you can't get a Dratini unless you're affiliated with the Blackthorns.
That's so stupid.
Well, they
Limiting
gotta...
Pokemon to one clan. What a foolish endeavor.
Some might say it, but some might say that they are the ones who are meant to train the dragons. It's their family tradition.
Family doesn't really... I mean, I don't think your bloodline should determine who gets to work with Pokemon. I mean, whoever's best at it should get to.
Yeah, they got all that ancestral knowledge.
That can be taught to anyone else. Knowledge isn't exactly passed down by bloodline, Kyo.
I don't know if I could have a dragon. They seem like a lot.
I think it depends on the dragon. I think Flagons are really cool, and I know they're a little bit less vicious than some of the other ones, but I guess it's all pretty relative, isn't it?
Trapinch will take your hand off, though.
What? I mean, that's Trapinch. They're so cute, though.
I read about
every
this one
time,
named... Oh, go ahead.
every time I see them when I'm out and about, it's not very often, but I've seen a couple before, and yeah, I as tempting it is as it is to pet them, I think I'd like to keep my fingers.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I read
Speaking of,
somewhere that this Pokemon named Dreepy likes you to throw it.
Huh. Weird.
Hard
That's
as you can.
Is that a dragon?
Yeah, they're from Galar.
Huh.
Oh?
Never heard of it. Though speaking of Trapinch, apparently they can learn Hyper Beam through a TM.
Thank you.
Oh shit, for real?
Thank you so much, Caden.
I wanted to do it earlier, but you went on the Dreepy thing. Yeah, dragons are all different, but pretty intensive to care for.
You know a lot about dragons then, Caden?
I know a bit about a few of them.
Hmm.
I would not claim to know everything about dragons. That's how you get killed.
I think that's a pretty good mentality to have for all Pokemon, really. I think a lot of people underestimate just how powerful they are, which that's part of what makes them so cool.
Oh, I agree. I'm definitely looking forward to hopefully meeting Professor Birch's Flygon later. I think I mentioned that in the chat.
I'm also looking forward to making the Flygon, but I hope it doesn't make me too jealous.
Hey, Broden, I have a request.
Yes.
Would we say intuition is the closest we get to insight?
Yeah.
I want Yuki to roll one on me.
Oh no.
Nami's not rolled anything this entire time.
It's true, I haven't.
Let's get her on the board.
Okay, let's see here.
Should I also roll one, or is this just for Yuki?
I just want Yuki to do it just to get her on the board, mostly. You can do it if you want, I just ain't gonna ask for it.
Damn, I'm reopening everything. Where's my fucking sheet? Alright, we're good.
I got 46 and got 2 2s and 2 1s.
Stars
Damn,
are
Caden.
pretty, aren't they?
What could he be thinking?
All the way for Yuki's.
Okay, I did not know, apologies, I didn't know that there was like a sheet before, so I entered some stuff very last minute to all this. If I have a 3 in intuition, do I get, like, what's my modifier for that?
3.
So no,
D6s.
so modifiers can only be gained if you have like certain edges that give them.
Okay, cool.
Otherwise, you just roll straight.
I do have I do have one of my edges is intuition skill, so.
I see you with only one edge and no features.
I did just say I did not add everything because I did not know this was a feature. I did not know I'd enter I made a physical sheet.
Oh. Okay.
No one mentioned the whole you can put your sheet into the thing, and that wasn't something I saw last time when I was guesting. So I just made like an actual sheet.
Okay. We can fix that later.
Yeah, that'd be
I
Yeah,
will
I'll fix that
say-
before next session.
Just for now, I would say just roll the 3d6.
Because this is more for roleplay funsies anyway.
Oh god, how do I do this on here?
See a
So
little die next to intuition, it'll be blank D6. It'll just have like next to the number of D6s.
Yeah.
You just
Okay,
click
cool.
it.
Yeah.
And then yes through it.
Is that?
yep, and then just hit roll at the bottom.
Cool. Okay.
I am going to message Nami something because it's about break time.
Yep. I would say at break time, after this you just all head back and after break will be next morning.
Sounds good to me.
Roden, you got the timer?
I do.
15 or 20?
We'll do 15.
Alright. Alright, everybody, we're going to take a quick 15. You are now Nami and Toma are allowed to look at chat. I've just been doing it because I keep the bots away.
I've been glancing at it just because, have the stream up.
Indeed.
Because I get to hang out with
Fair.
Space Baby here.
There. As you all finish off your conversation, you all head back to the Littleroot Inn. And you all... Well, first off, Caden and Kyo, you get your rooms. And then you all go in for the night as it has been a long, long fucking day. And as the sun rises on the next day, who would be up first?
I make sure to give Bagel pats before I go to bed.
Probably Kyo, because he's used to getting up early for the babies.
Right.
Yuki is
Kyo.
gonna be lucky to get up at all.
Okay. Kyo, you get up and head downstairs. We'll say You get up and around and head downstairs about half hour before the professor is supposed to arrive. As you kind of get there, you see the owners of the Littleroot Inn, or let's say the Rootbound Inn. You see Terry currently just sitting there and goes, "Oh, morning. Anything I can fix you? Coffee? Some toast?"
He's dead, Jim.
Apparently he's
sorry.
dead.
I hit the thing on my mic because I was sneezing.
Fair enough.
I'm not really much of a coffee guy, but if you could point me somewhere to get juice or a smoothie.
We got some juice for you.
Yay!
So he pours you some juice, gives you a plate of toast. Caden, would you have gotten up early enough for the professor?
He gets at least 9 hours of sleep. He is tired.
Fair enough. I say, knowing what happened, you probably went to bed at around like 9:30. So we'll say it's like, what, 7 something, like 7:30, a half hour before the professor gets there as you wake up.
Yeah, probably. Comes down,
Safe.
he's just his bed hair is just atrocious.
It's wild. And say you see Kyo sitting there at the table, currently eating some toast and some juice. Bagel's currently on the floor, just looking up at him, clearly trying to beg for some for any food.
Morning. Or not.
Hello. I don't know who you're talking to. You could have been talking to front desk guy.
Is the front desk guy there?
He's currently going to fix some toast in the back. He has not seen you.
Ah, okay. So he sort of looks over. I'll see you later. Just gonna walk over to wherever you
for
set
a
it
while.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, there.
Didn't get the best sleep on the plane ride.
We gotta get you a Jigglypuff, mate.
I'll be fine. I'm sure it'll even out after a few days on the road.
Say, you see Terry Fern come back in with a plate of toast. He kind of places it down in front of you, Caden. He goes, "Oh, I wanted to get a Jigglypuff unless you want writing all over your face. They get pretty angry if you fall asleep with their music."
No, I think you could pull it off.
Sort of rubs at his head a little bit. Is that a species thing, or is that just some of them are like that?
I don't know. I've always heard rumors though. Never fall asleep at a Jigglypuff song. Though, ironically, it's exactly what will happen if you listen to the song.
What did Arceus mean by this? It's gonna take some toast. Just take a bite.
Arceus knows. Yeah, you take a bite at the toast.
Thank you. What was
That
this
coffee?
guy's name again?
Terry Fern.
Terry Fern. Yeah, sure. That sounds great, actually.
Alright. He'll go and pour a cup. Let's say, as you and Kyo are sitting there, you both are kind of checking the clock on the walls. As you know, the professor is supposed to be there at 8 o'clock sharp, and as it starts to get to around 7:50, you notice that your companion Yuki has not come down yet, and you have heard no noise from upstairs.
Going into a girl's room without being invited.
You don't go into the room, you knock on the door.
Doesn't just slide?
No? Did your door slide?
I don't know if hers was different.
Huh. Hayden will get up and head up to the room after confirming which one it is, and he'll just knock.
Yuki, you hear a knock on the door as you are startled awake.
After a moment or two, you just hear, all right, I'm coming, hold on. Yuki usually goes for a solid 12 hours of sleep, minimum. And also, because she's kind of the lifestyle, she's usually, like, up late at night and not at all in the morning. So, she starts to crawl out of bed, and first things first, she finds her glasses, because she's entirely blind without them. Just throws on a different cringe t-shirt.
Caden, like, leans in against the door just to make sure that you can hear him as he cups his hands against the door. Sorry to wake you up, but you got 10 minutes.
No, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'll be down 5, I swear.
Alright. He's gonna go downstairs and he looks directly at the clock.
Say,
true to her word, she does leave within 5 minutes.
I didn't know if it was gonna be the 5 more minutes and then you just are dead to the world for 20.
Normally, yes. Definitely, though, Mudkip is currently in her focus.
Caden, you would hear the scrambling of Yuki getting around in the morning, throwing on clothes and everything as you come downstairs. True to her word, 5 minutes, Yuki is running down the stairs. As you kind of do, Yuki, you see the one of the owners of the inn just kind of look over towards you and goes, "Oh, morning."
Caden's wearing
She's
an orange shirt today.
Currently still putting her buns in place. And her eyes yesterday, which were very, like, alert and, like, you know, always kind of, like, darting across, like, from place to place, are just, you've never seen someone look more tired than this. I mean, she looks like she just spent, like, 3 nights studying at the bar, you know? Barely awake. So she, like, it takes her a solid, like, 5 seconds before she turns to the front desk and goes, "Yeah, thanks," and then continues towards the other two.
Caden's just, like, running a hand through his hair to straighten it out and pat it down so it's not completely unruly. No. Everybody sleep well?
No, I got a full 5 hours.
Not
Just
enough.
Blink. Only 5?
No, 5 is plenty. Oh, you guys really got to learn how to care for baby Pokemon. They don't like to sleep.
I thought that was, like, their whole thing.
Yeah.
Only when you're supposed to be awake is the funny thing. If it's like 2 in the morning, you've never heard a sound louder than a baby Apom who wants her bottle.
Well, hopefully we won't have to worry about that for at least a few weeks.
No, whatever happens, happens.
I'm letting it be known now, if I lose any sleep because of a baby Pokemon, as cute as they are, and as much as I will probably love them, they will be on the opposite side of the region.
Nah, I think it would take your anger out on me before you would a baby.
You know, I think that's probably the truest thing you've ever said.
You've only known me for a few hours.
Exactly.
Say, Yuki, as you're having this conversation, the tavern owner comes up and goes, "Coffee?"
Do you have anything stronger? Like energy drinks, something like that? Otherwise, give me 2.
I don't have any drinks, but here. He kind of goes out back, comes back in with a hot cup of coffee, double shot of espresso.
Thank you so much. You are an Arceus send.
Yep. Also here, you may want to scarf this down, because I think I hear his car coming. And sure enough, you hear the sounds of a car kind of making its way towards the inn. As you can hear, just loudly playing on the speaker, a song. You hear the lyrics to go, "Woke up this morning, heard a crash in the hall, my Snorlax rolled over and flattened the wall." As, like, it continues on. As you hear something in the next verse, Pikachu in the kitchen making the sparks in the air, Psyduck screaming loudly because he's lost his last pair. Suddenly cuts off, and walking in comes the Professor Birch. You all recognize him from the different pictures and stuff you've seen of him.
Caden is just frozen
he is currently
mid-drink.
wearing a loose lab coat. Underneath is just a regular t-shirt with his own cringe thing on it. Sort of like these cargo shorts and flip-flops. He has little sunglasses on. He goes, "Hello! You three must be my new trainers."
Caden has to, like, very calmly put down the drink so he doesn't spill it after hearing that music. Yes, it's good to meet you, Professor Birch. I'm Caden. Alola.
He goes, "Oh, you're Caden. I've been wanting to meet you. I've answered so many letters of yours. Pleasure to finally put a face to the name, or at least more of a detailed face to the name. I obviously had all the pictures of each of you."
Hio gets up and bows and says, "Ohio, Birch Sensei."
And he goes, he bows back. "Nice to meet you, Yashimori Kyo. Professor Birch," and after bowing, he'll send out a hand to shake.
Yeah, I'll shake his hand. It still feels weird for me.
Yep. He goes, "And you must be, Ishikawa Yuki."
That I am. You must be Professor Birch. It's nice to meet you. And she
That
bows
I
her
am.
head.
He'll do a polite bow. He goes, "Well, I got an exciting day for all of us. I hope you all have eaten breakfast."
He just looks at the
Oh.
plate of toast.
I was gonna say I don't think you ever specified a plate of what. What is Yuki eating here?
It's just
Plate
toast.
of plates. Small.
Just
Plate of
a-
plates, yeah.
Yeah, there's a plate of toast. You see a little bit of berry jam that's currently on the counter. You see like orangeberry jam, and like a bunch of others just kind of lining it.
Oh yeah, she's munching on that.
Yeah. Goes, "I gotta tell you, it has been a long night. All those three are super, well, two of them are super excited. I think the other one, I'm not sure if he can get excited."
Yeah, that sounds about right from what you told me.
Well, either way, they're all very happy. They will be very happy to meet all of you. Wow, you are much bigger in person, I gotta say, Caden.
Yeah, I get that from my dad.
Yeah, so you said he was a Draconian, or a Draconid tribe member, or was at least.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
They apparently
fascinating.
get a bit touchy when you claim to be from them when you're not really with them.
Oh, trust me, I know. I've had my encounters with them in the past, and despite my best efforts, they don't seem to still like me or much of anyone in the Hoenn region much.
That was the impression my father gave me. They are unfriendly at best.
Well, either way, it's a pleasure to meet you. Kyo, you're about as energetic as I thought you'd be.
Good to hear.
And well, Yuki, you seem about as intelligent from what I can tell as I imagined.
Thank you.
Say thank you and, well, whatever Pokemon you picked. Speaking of which, have you all made your decisions?
Yes, I have.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
Perfect. Well, if you all want to hop in the back of my car, you can tell me all about it as we head up.
He says before playing music extremely loud where we can't hear each other.
I wait for everyone else to pick their seats first.
I will say that last piece of toast that's getting slid to Bagel on the way out.
Easily
Pay
done.
your pay
Bagel
your tribute.
immediately grabs it and just starts munching it down with just the tail going a million miles per hour. You say,
Bye,
if you see
Bagel.
he gives a happy yip as you kind of leave. As you get out there, you see the professor has what looks like this large Jeep that he drives. These like off-road tires on it. There is one front seat and two back.
Caden's turn to be up front.
Caden, you take shotgun. As Yuki and Kyo, you kind of hop in the back, and as you start getting on the road, he turns back on the radio and it goes, "That was My Team is Out of Control. Up next, Hoenn's Road Trip Disaster." As the song starts playing, we're cruising Route 10110, windows down, feeling fine. To Winkle stole my lunch, and Pelipper stole my fries. Treacle's on the dashboard doing flips like a star. As it just keeps
I
going.
Turn to Yuki. Is that ominous?
I really don't know. You
Road
know as
trip
much as I
disaster
do.
when we just got in the
Because
car?
you're just going, Caden's hair is just like waving around.
No, it's almost as if he was meant to drive with the top down.
Say, Birch's hair is flying in the wind too, and he kind of turns back to you all. Like, obviously eyes on the road, but he's like saying back to all of you. He goes, it's like, I absolutely love this radio station. You don't get much fun out here at Littleroot besides, taking care of some of the Pokemon on my property. So it's good to have something to keep my mind busy.
It's definitely a unique style, Professor.
Well, I'm glad you like it. I can give you a CD of it if you want. I think I have a spare.
Fortunately, I don't think I'll have much to play it on.
That's true. Anyways, you guys were telling me about the Pokemon you're choosing?
Yeah, I plan to take Trico.
Ah, the responsible one.
Well, that's good.
He's a great help around the lab. I actually be really sad to, I'd be sad to see all of them go, but Trico in particular has been a massive help with my research. Or at least, he helps me get stuff when I need it.
Jamie's going from someone who is who's keeping him as a favorite to someone who keeps no favorites.
I love them all equally.
I'll be picking
Scout.
Mudkip.
Good luck with him. He loves the little guy, but I have never seen such a relaxed little dude.
Oh?
He is the vibe.
Oh, good. Then I'm sure him and I will get along just fine.
Yeah,
I guess that means you're taking Torchic then.
yeah, we discussed it a bit ahead of time, and that's the one I picked.
Perfect. Just to let you know, all of them are really good choices. Good breeds, too. The Mudkip's actually from my own Swamper, the grandson of his.
That's neat. Maybe I'll have to meet his grandfather sometime.
Oh, he'll be at the lab. Kyo, your Trico is actually the son of my son's Skeptile.
Ah, I will then proceed to get out my Pokephone and Google the shit out of Brendan Birch.
You see a very long list of accomplishments. Particularly, it mentions how, unlike his father, who quit right before challenging the Elite Four, that Brendan made it all the way to Steven Stone, and during the final match, the cameras got destroyed. No one knows how it really ended. All they know is that Brendan left, not being the champion, and Steven Stone stayed champion. So a lot of people speculate he lost at the very end.
Like the ending of Rocky 3. Huh. Now, I don't know, what are your rules on breeding contracts if I end up getting famous?
Well, as long as you're taking care of the Trico, I don't mind if you using the breed, but just make sure you get, obviously, its permission before trying to get it with some other Pokemon. Of course, the Pokemon species will always be determined by which one's the mother of the Pokemon. Unfortunately, you are getting a male Trico, though.
That's fine, as long as he's got good... Seems like he's got good, strong genes, comes from accomplished stock.
Oh, yeah. My son's Skeptile is well, to be honest, he's a wonder. And,
I've seen some
good little
videos
torch
of
chick.
it.
Oh, yeah. And the little Torchic is the daughter of ironically, my daughter's Blaziken. I made sure to give each one of you somewhat of a good stock. Well, what am I saying? Somewhat. Yeah, obviously a good stock.
Honestly, I think I'd be happy with about anything starting out, but I appreciate that you got some ringers for us, Professor.
Oh yeah. Honestly though, any Pokemon that I would have gotten would have been good. Any trainer who is worth their salt could even take, say, a little Poochyena from Route 101 and turn it into a champion level Pokemon.
I guess that reminds me, are either of you two planning on going for champion?
Absolutely. Champion, Grand Festival, maybe Grand Festival if I can make it.
That seems like an awfully ambitious thing for me. I don't think so. I'm just trying to learn more about Pokemon.
Well, my recommendation is, if you can, try out the gyms. Even if you get all 8 badges, you don't have to go for the league.
I'll at least probably
By no
try
means
out
is that
the gyms,
required.
But I don't think champion would work out having to go back and forth from Alola.
Well, it's also the fact of, if you do win, not many people know, but you can turn down the championship.
No. Well, that's
After all,
good.
the Pokemon champion is one of the people who makes most of the decisions for the region. Steven's a smart guy, so a lot of people, even if they won against him, I don't think would turn it over.
It does seem like a lot of bureaucracy.
Exactly. Either way, that's the far in the future. You first have to meet your little guys first.
Yeah, putting the cart before the ponyta in this case.
Exactly. Well, it's not far of a drive, but we'll get there soon. If you got any questions, let me know.
Well,
Say,
I've asked most of the ones I could think of. If you guys have anything?
He was far too deep into his internet research of, okay, I gotta see where everyone's Pokemon is coming from, see genetic traits that can be passed down, potential conditions.
Yuki is just currently with her head out, looking out the window, just thinking about what to name her Mudkip.
I say, as you're sticking your head out the window looking, you notice you're kind of keep going up and winding around the large mountain where the professor's house is. As you kind of look, you can see seagulls kind of flying in and out of their nest along the cliff sides. Say, and eventually, though, if no one has questions, you will reach the Pokemon Research Lab.
Sounds good.
All right. As you get there, you kind of park the car. The last lyrics of a song goes for the Hoenn road trip disaster. Clearly, he replayed the song as it goes. It's a Hoenn road trip disaster. Every mile we get, it gets to go faster and faster. My Poochyena's howling karaoke off key. As it just keeps going. And eventually, he shuts off the engine. And he goes, "All right, we're here. All right, if you all want to just step inside with me." Not that.
Yep, follows that objection.
So, as you kind of enter the lab, you see it's a smaller building than you imagined. A bunch of tables, a bunch of computers everywhere, some workstations. Off to like the left side, you can see what looks like some Pokeballs currently being worked on. And he goes, "All right, well, welcome to the lab. It's where I do all my research and catalog all my data for Pokemon and the habitats that they live in. If you have any questions, let me know. But over here," and he kind of comes over to this table with 3 Pokeballs. "These are, well, your starters. I guess you all want to meet him immediately, huh?
Yeah. I know that.
Absolutely.
Most of why I'm here.
Hayden
Fair
looks back at him from looking around the lab, just amazed at how different it is from back home. Then immediately looks at him. Cannot wait.
I just want to call attention to those looking at the stream right now. If someone wants to zoom in a little, these are animated sprites we had done of our character art by Non-Binary.
Made in the style of Gen 3 sprites.
Yeah, I will link them in the Twitch chat. They do very good work for not a lot of money.
Yep. They do phenomenal work, yeah. And so the professor gathers up all 3 Pokeballs. And he goes, alright, who wants to see theirs first?
And we all rolled d20s for initiative.
Yep. Everyone roll me a d20.
The button to actually roll doesn't do anything for me.
Alright, so what you're going to do is right-click on your character. Go down to the bottom right, toggle combat stat. And then you all appear in the combat tracker, and then you roll from there.
.09.
I was on the combat tracker.
Alright, try now.
7.
Okay, yep. Alright.
6.
So Toma's speed would naturally be higher, so we'll go with Toma first. Toma! Professor Birch comes out with the Pokeball. And she goes, alright. Like, let's go! This little one's been looking to see you for a while now! As he tosses him up in the air, as a little Torchic appears right in front of you.
He just is grinning super big.
You see, as she realizes she's outside the Pokeball, she kind of looks around. Realizing what that means, she starts skipping and hopping around super excitedly. Hopping in all different directions. Before eventually she stops right in front of you and kind of looks up. Immediately, though, she almost takes a half step back at just your size. As she almost looks like she's about to be a little scared.
He sort of...
Your intimidating presence being as it is.
sort of kneels down and just smiles, offering a fist out to her slowly. Well, aren't you an energetic little flame?
Roll me either Guile or Charm.
This doesn't count as a wild Pokemon, so I can't use Intuition, can I?
I will allow Intuition for this one.
Let's go.
Special circumstances.
17.
17. As you kind of look down to this Torchic, and you're really able to get across your feelings towards it. As the Torchic brightens up extremely as she jumps in the air and just kind of fist bumps your fist with her little clawed hand. As she just kind of runs around your leg a bit and eventually just stops next to you as she starts to nuzzle up against your leg.
Just smiles and rubs at her head and side a little bit. Well, it's nice to meet you, Torchic. Hello, I'm Caden.
She lets off a small coo sound. And I will put her into your party. Alright. As the Professor goes down the line and goes, alright, so, Kyo, let me introduce you to a very intelligent little gecko. She throws up the ball as Trico appears.
It's evaluating time.
As it kind of looks at you with almost the same judgmental / evaluating eye as you give it. As it goes, Trico! As you can see, it's wearing a little bandana around its neck.
Can I roll Pokemon Education to assess?
Sure, go right ahead.
To quote the worst season of the anime, it's evaluating time. 17.
17. All right. After taking a look at this, it definitely seems to be, a very healthy Trico. There's a confident look in its eye, you can tell. I would say through the looks of this thing, you're kind of telling, like, through its hands and paws and everything, you're like, yeah, it'd be probably really good at, you're kind of looking like special attacks. You notice, though, that it lacks certain muscles in areas of, like, that would help block attacks. Particularly physical ones.
Perfect. Kyo bows to Trico. Hajime mashite.
Say, as Trico kind of gives you a nod of understanding as he kind of walks towards you and holds out its fist.
I fist bumped it and just say, from now on, your name is Goji.
He kind of thinks for a moment and then kind of nods. Wait! As I will add him into your party.
As I let him climb onto my shoulder.
Now, real quick, I think I figure ownership so you can actually use them.
My best friend.
That reminds me. And he sort of looks over to Torjik. I was wondering if you might accept the name Ani Nani. It's a name from my home that means graceful flame.
You see it kind of look up at you with like wide eyes, and then goes, and then it kind of just nods, like yes, like over and over, clearly liking the name. And it goes, as the professor goes up to you, Yuki. He's like, all right, now I will say this one was what the?
And it's gone.
She's dead.
He's like, this one's a little bit of an oddball in a couple ways. He goes, all right, come on out, Mudkip. And peering before you is a pink, purplish Mudkip.
Oh, Nami got it!
Oh.
Nami got it.
Oh, it's pink.
Yep. I think people refer to those as shinies. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with the Mudkip. It'll be the same as any other Mudkip, just different in color. However, though, you can see as Mudkip comes out, you're expecting some sort of reaction. It is completely asleep.
Caden is just smirking a little bit behind Yuki as he now realizes how much attention is going to be on her.
But is he always like this, I assume?
Yeah.
Well,
He's very relaxed, loves sleeping, but I can tell you that when it comes down to a battle or something, I believe my kids say that he locks in. Don't quite get it, but
you see Yuki,
Nami, you know the name.
You just see her eyebrow like twitch a little bit at that comment. Yeah, that's well. I mean, does he handle all right? Is he opposed to being picked up then?
Oh no, actually, he'd probably prefer if you did carry him, but you just gotta make sure to let him know that he's a love bug, but he's also a bit lazy.
Well, that works for me. I don't mind the laziness, but the love bug is good with me. Can I pick him up then? She kind of like reaches out like towards him.
Yeah. Say, you pick up the Mudkip, and as you do, you see it kind of stir a little bit as his eyes kind of droop open. It gives you a big, big grin as he kind of Mud. As he kind of then rests his head up against you and nuzzles. Mudkip.
He's perfect.
And then Yuki was in love.
I literally just put in chat, everyone salute, Nami just became a mother.
I'm a father. Actually, Yuki's a dad because she's going to be going out for cigs and milk soon enough.
No.
Are there cigarettes in the Pokemon world? Like, do they smoke in this? Okay,
the
she
manga?
totally smokes, by the way.
Yeah, you could definitely go to the store. Hell, you can get beer if you want to. None of you are like kid characters, so I'm not preventing that.
What's the drinking age here, though? I mean, it's 20 in Japan, so I think Kyo is just old enough.
It would be
Mudkip.
It would be 20 here, yes.
I mean, also, Natsu's a cute name, AJ, but also that's like, that means summer, and it's usually like very, bright and energetic of a name.
I only know that name from Fairy Tale.
Ah, well, that's summer, so.
Because he's pink.
Well, I guess he's not going to care too much about his name, so maybe Natsu will bright him up after all. I think I'll name him Natsu.
It's a nice name.
Natsuki!
Well, with that, those are your Pokemon. I hope you all get along well with them. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be really sad to see these little guys go.
Roden, I'd like to go full Lee and do a physical on my Trico.
Yeah, go right ahead. Roll me a Pokemon Education.
Yeah, I like that one. 15.
15.
I get out my notebook.
Yeah. You do a full thing for your Trico. And you can first tell straight off the bat, this thing's healthy as hell. It is above average in height.
Hell yeah,
at around 1 foot 3 inches compared to the typical 1 foot that Tricos are. Oh wait, no, sorry. It would actually be about 2 feet tall.
Big man.
As most Tricos are 1 foot 8 inches. So this Trico is 4 inches above average. 13 pounds. I would say you would know that it has the ability Overgrown. It is male.
Sorry, I'm writing this down in a notes journal.
That's fine.
I was doing that. Well, it's important to track their growth.
Good way to think about it. So, you guys now have your Pokemon, and I'll give you your other items that you need, and he'll approach each of you. He goes, first off, and probably the most important, this, he gestures to in his hand, is a Pokédex. As a sponsored trainers, it will be your job to go out into the field and help me conduct research and help people on your journey. You can log Pokemon that you find and information about them in here. You'll add one to each of you.
Thank you, Professor.
I'll also be providing you each with 5 Pokeballs to start. Now.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I had already bought 5. I get 10.
Yep.
I could have caught that fucking Magikarp. God damn it.
I thought buying the 5 Pokeballs was part of the starting money we had.
Oh, I think it was, yeah.
Oh. Oh well.
Yeah. So, he goes, and lastly, you'll hand each of you, this is a Pokénav. Now, these work a little differently what I'm doing than it is in the system. These can be used to obviously as a phone. It has my contact information in there if you need it. You ever need to give me a call, do not hand that out to people. We will be having very serious words if you do. Most importantly, though, the Pokénav can be used in emergencies to contact the Pokemon Rangers. So if you're ever in a scenario in the wild where your Pokemon are unconscious and you are facing down something dangerous, where you're in a situation that's dangerous, like you're in the ocean, your Pokemon's knocked out, and you're now treading water, hit the button on these phones, and it will send out a signal to the Pokemon Rangers along with your location. And they will come and try to evac you out of whatever situation you are in. Understand?
Understood.
I don't want to hear about any deaths of any of you or your Pokemon.
I think we'll try our best.
Alright. Now, is there anything else you guys wanted from me? I think you guys wanted to see my Flygon.
Oh, can we?
I'd be fine with it.
I guess I can.
Okay, she shoots Kyo kind of a glare as like, yes, of course we want to see the Flygon.
Alright. He kind of grabs towards his belt and he goes, alright, come on out, Flygon. And you give me one moment.
Out comes a Poliwag.
As popping into the lab is this large Flygon. As it kind of lands in front of all of you. And as soon as it does, you can see that it immediately narrows its eyes at all of you and is clearly judging. As it kind of sits itself up proper. And kind of looks at all of you.
Caden stands up from rubbing at Torchic's head and just sort of staying where he is, crosses his arms and stares up at it.
Yuki, turns to Kate and immediately does the exact same thing.
Kyo refuses to make eye contact with the scary dragon.
Say, I want either an intimidation roll or a command roll from Caden and Yuki.
16 intimidation. That's 2 6s and a 4.
Nine. Say,
Oof.
Yuki, as you try to start crossing your arm and staring down this Flygon, it immediately, you can start feeling, well, the best way you can describe it, a bit of bloodlust from it, as it clearly thinks that you challenging it. As you feel yourself having to look away and to stand down from it. As it turns its gaze towards you, Caden, you stare at it for a long while, having dealt with dragons before. And eventually, though, to your shock, the Flygon narrows its eyes and then kind of just nods towards you. As the DC for that was a 15.
Caden smirks and nods back. Then turns to Professor and smiles. They look amazing.
They're quite impressive, I will agree. He's gotten me more out of more situations than I can count, and frankly, Flygons, well, not pure dragons, and maybe not as vicious as Salamanders, they are very powerful.
Oh, I can
Say.
imagine.
I have to warn all of you, and I'm sure some of you already know, or at least have heard the rumors, but dragons are, at least dragon types, are not to be messed with. If you ever try to get one, do so carefully. Speaking of which, though, this Flygon kind of steps over. This is, you said he named him, what? Natsu?
Natsu.
Well, this would be Natsu's father, then. He grabs a Pokeball from his belt and he tosses it out. As emerging is a Swampert. As it kind of lands heavy on the
Kyo
ground.
lights up.
And as soon as the Swampert comes out, you see the Flygon move back clearly giving the Swampert the dominance here.
Oh, it is 100% evaluating time.
Roll me another Pokemon education check.
5. I got a lizard now.
You do have Lizard, who is taking up most of your attention currently in the current moment, but the Swampert does look very strong.
Caden notices the Flygon give the Swampert some room, and sort of just nods appreciatively at the Swampert, and then also is going to just sort of like kneel down a bit and give Torchic a few more rubs to make sure she's comfortable.
Alright. Yeah. She seemed a little scared of the Flygon at first, but after seeing the Swampert kind of show its dominance and you reassuring it, it calms down.
Yuki kind of like tucks Natsu a little bit closer to her chest, a little bit anxiously.
Hold the Mudkip gentle like football.
Hamburger.
The professor's pipes up and he goes, "Say, there's nothing to worry about while Swampert's out. He, well, he's my ace." Flygon, you can see, kind of just gives a small little to the side, like clearly not happy with the statement, but clearly knowing that it can't really say anything else.
I'm going to whisper into Yuki. You may want to tell it you're going to take good care of its kid.
That's probably a good idea. She kind of like holds up Natsu, like who's, just kind of dangling a little bit on his back legs, and she just kind of holds him up and lets like trying to get Salamence to kind of sniff at him. I'll take good care of him, I promise. He's quite adorable, even if he's a little pinker than I anticipated.
The Swampert kind of just gives you a nod. It seems to be a lot friendlier compared to the Flygon. Yeah.
Also, everyone drink something. Arcane said so.
I finished my drink already, though.
That's too damn bad.
I'm tired of Pokemon, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad.
Mudkip training with his grandpa.
Yeah. As, yeah, no, the Swampert does give you a nod of approval. Though he does kind of shoot the... just kind of shoots the Mudkip a look of, like, a tired look of, oh, God.
This child.
Like, I don't know where it gets it from, but... goes. Pressure pipes up, and I have my other Pokemon here, too. I'm saying, he'll... Firstly, he'll return Flygon as he takes up a lot of space. As he lets out a Duck Noir,
Arceus
a
must love
Medicham,
it.
a Breloom, and the room gets a bit toastier as a Torkoal appears.
Don't let you get where the Medicham comes from.
These are all
Yeah,
my
I do.
team.
Yay.
Say, they've been through with me a lot. And, well, we had great adventures together. They help me mainly around the lab now. Dust Noir typically goes and checks on Pokemon that can be sometimes a little dangerous to go near.
What kind of vibe is the Dust Noir giving off? Because I imagine he shows up and everyone's spine chills.
His spine, all your spines chill a little bit, but
Daphne
he is,
entered the room.
it is wearing like a small smile, like as much as it can. It seems pretty happy.
Now, is it smiling on its belly mouth or its mouth?
Both.
Well, so its face is more just like that's just its eye socket. Its only actual mouth is the belly.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
The mouth part, though, is almost like creased up as well into a smile. but the belly also is fixed into a little smile.
Which one seems the most approachable?
Definitely Breloom.
I walk up to Braylon with my notebook and ask if I may evaluate him, so I can set some goals for my Trico.
Only if you catch these hands.
Roll me something to try to convince it, either charm or guile.
10. 10 out of a possible 18.
Yeah. It kind of nods towards you as you are able to convince it to do so.
Yay! I give this thing a full evaluation.
All right, roll me a Pokemon education.
12.
Oh.
Yes, I can, Micah.
Say, as you evaluate it, you know that this thing is 4 feet tall, about 1 inch above average. It weighs about 90 pounds. A little bit overweight than typical, but you imagine this is probably a little bit older Breloom, so it's not too uncommon.
I see how elastic the mushroom cap is. I would love to know how fast, you don't have to give exact measurements, how fast it can extend its arms and back. A lot of the physicality.
Yeah. You feel the mushroom top. It seems sort of drier than you expect, but you can also kind of get an idea that's probably due to age. As this would be an older Breloom. As you see its arms extend, it extends out much further than you thought.
Zoom.
I would say probably about 3 feet they extend out
Gonna hit you with
and
the zoom
retract.
punch.
You notice like the mushroom-like appendages stretch quite a bit. And in terms of how fast, you ask it to demonstrate as it stretches out. It's like a blur, like a super quick blur, and then it's back.
Now we've established his draw speed is quicker.
Yes.
Caden's gonna offer for if Torchic either can walk around or hop into his arms if she wants.
She'll hop into your arms right now, simply for the fact that this is the first time you've been together.
Cool.
Yep.
Pick her up and just sort of walk over to get a little bit more familiar with the Pokemon. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
They all kind of gave you a smile and a nod. The professor says, "Yep, this is my team. Metacham here helps me with most of my research. Bright Mind this one. Torkoal helps with keeping the more heat-based environments for Fire-type Pokemon up to the right temperature. Swampert here keeps everything and everyone in line, or the Enforcer, right along with Flygon. Breloom acts more like a caretaker. He helps out a lot of the younger Pokemon in the area. And Dust Noir, as stated before, goes around if there's any sort of dangerous Pokemon that I may have for rehabilitation or otherwise. They kind of check up on them without getting hurt."
Hearing that, Caden will nod to the Breloom and the Torkoal. Well, thank you both for taking good care of Torchic so far, then.
So the Torkoal kind of looks up and gives like a very slow nod. Very different than the Breloom, who just gives a super quick nod towards you.
Yuki goes over and says hello to the Dusk Noir, who she finds very fascinating.
The Dust Noir kind of like looks down at you. Mudkip currently with you. It just kind of extends his hands out like for a high five.
For some reason, you hear in your head 35 base HP.
Oh god, he got worse.
Hearing this psychic message in her brain, she just kind of slowly, kind of tepidly, moves her hand out to high five it.
Yeah, you give it a sturdy high five. It kind of nods. As you just hear It doesn't seem to move its mouth, but you just hear, like, in your head and all around, dusk.
Me.
Caden just sort of looks around a bit. I have never had that happen before. That is so cool.
Isn't it? Wow, I'm so jealous. Can you guys imagine being able to, like, talk without having to speak? Lucky.
Well, strong enough Pokemon definitely
Only
could.
Keto knew sign language.
Some Pokemon actually can be so smart that they learn to talk, well, human speech.
Well, that just sounds disturbing.
I agree, I think. I feel like
There's
the best part about Pokemon is that they don't really speak to you.
I wouldn't mind it.
The professor looks over and goes, according to some legends, even Pokemon that we know of, like legends of, say, Latios and Latios, they can even turn into people. Well, somewhat. You have more of the illusion of turning into people.
It's definitely something. I don't know if I've heard that.
Well, not many Pokemon can do it, but apparently they can. Of course, no one has seen a Latios or Latios in many, many years.
We in the anime continuity?
Yes, for that one.
But I know about that cheating fucker in the Sinnoh Pokemon League.
Oh, with the Darkrai and everything.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that made global news of people going, the fuck.
Cheating. So yeah, just hear about Latios and Latios. Well, I know about one, but the owner sucks.
No.
Above game though, we have a mixed sort of world from several different kinds of the.
Well, that's why I
Yeah.
had to check if Tobias was canon.
Tobias is canon, but
Hate him.
whether people know if there is more than one Latios and Latios, people don't know. Well, you met all my Pokemon. Do you guys want to explore the grounds? After all, this will be where I am keeping all of your Pokemon that you send back to me to take care of.
Actually, I had a bit of a request for Ishikawa-san.
Eh? Oh, yeah,
I want
yes.
to battle you.
Uh,
Let's see how locked in he gets.
I she kind of like shakes him just a little bit. I don't know if he is gonna do that. Do you see this? Look at this.
You
look
shake
at this
him a little
guy.
bit. You get it? As you kind of shake him, I imagine you holding him up like a cat, and he kind of droops a little, and you go, mud. You
Kia,
kind of.
tell me you
turn-
want to make this poor sleepy little guy battle.
Oh, I'd love to get an in-action evaluation of him.
You guys are talking about it. Why not ask him?
Natsu?
Well, Natsu, would you like to battle with Goji?
Mud? He kind of looks at Goji. Goji kind of like narrows his eyes a little bit at the Mudkip. And then Mudkip kind of, for the first time, you see kind of opens its eyes fully, and then kind of narrows it again at the Trico as it squirms out and jumps down to the ground in a ready stance.
Well, I guess that answers that. All right, Kyo. I accept.
Plus, Nami, we never learned how to do this. We get to learn by fire.
Oh God, wait. Well, we're learning by fire. Why don't you get?
I have type disadvantage
over
if I
here.
battle Tomo.
I already know how to
I gotta-
do it.
I got a battle before. I have type disadvantage twice against you.
Now,
Yes.
You only have it
the
once right
professor,
now.
the professor speaks up. To make things fair, do we want to make it so that you can only use the normal type moves?
But
That's,
that's not. Goji's
That
not a
seems-
physical guy.
that seems
But go-
tough.
Goji has more of an advantage here. He has to make
Well,
it
yeah,
a straight fair fight.
Kyo does not agree to this. No, I want the real battle.
What do you
Pokemon?
think, Natsu?
Also, all my moves are gone.
Nacho kind of narrows his eyes at the Trico. He kind of looks back towards you and nods.
Yeah, I think we should make this a good, clean fight. no grass type moves. I think that seems like a fair starting fight. I mean, he just woke up. Cut him a little slack.
The professor will speak
Charm
up.
on me.
The professor will speak up. I will also mention that a Pokemon battle cannot commence unless both trainers agree to the conditions beforehand.
Because I don't know. I'm not really liking this. This is cowardice.
Cowardice. Cowardice, but you just said you wouldn't fight Caden over here because of the type advantage, no? That's all right.
I said that above game.
All right. All right. Since you want such an advantage, I'll allow it, Kyo. It's only fair. She kind of like
just
sneers
want
at
the
him just a little bit.
Gotta see
Right.
everything my new partner can do.
Caden just sort of
Yes.
looks down at Horjick. Wow, they just got them. There's already tension.
All right. So,
Walk us through it.
the way this works is that both of you you roll initiative for yourself and your Pokemon. So you right-click on yourself first, go to the bottom right thing that says Toggle Combat Stat, and click it, and then do the same thing for your Mudkip. And Kyo do the same thing for you and your Shriko.
I'll say, oh no, I didn't bring a Mudkip. Was I supposed to?
There is no combat counter in
you
your
set up a
currently viewed
combat
scene.
counter.
Yeah.
Let me reopen it.
Yeah, you gotta do it every time.
All right, there we go. Now do it.
Okay, I can't control Mudkip.
Oh, okay, let me
11 and
configure.
7.
Thought I fixed that on yours.
Mudkip got 2 dots above him head.
Party.
Mudkip got 1 dot above him head.
Ah, because I never put Mudkip in your party, and
That's
never...
how many brain cells he has.
No, it's shrunk in just 2 seconds.
It's like the reverse Grinch
All
for
right.
brain cells.
You should be able to now.
All right.
His icon is so chunky on the turn order.
It is.
All right, now. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
None of us can roll.
So, combat begins. However, let me first switch out the music.
Okay, so I walk up with a piece of rebar.
What is this, Silent Hill now?
So, ironically, this is really funny how this is gonna work.
Not Digimon.
Oh god.
This is what happened with me too.
Yep. Do-do-do. That's the music.
Oh.
And it's gone.
Wait, does this bot not run that type of song, or because you don't have to make it leave?
I think it's
Oh, well.
because they had a thing on loop.
You just do M exclamation point skip after you have something else in the queue.
Okay. Well, I know that for the future. So, the way combat works in this is a little different. So, a Pokemon cannot attack until a trainer gives it a command. But that also means that Trico can't attack right now, but he can move. Kyo, on your turn, you can move and give your Pokemon tell your Pokemon how to attack.
Wait, do I have to move? Like, am I a target?
You don't have to. Oh, technically, in actual fights, non-sanctioned ones, yes, you could be a target.
Wild Pokemon could just come up and punch you.
Yep. So in this case, Trico can attack, but you can tell him to move.
And so if Absorb says range 4, is that just 4 squares away?
Correct.
Cool, Trico and I do nothing.
All right.
Well, Trico does nothing, and then I basically command him to use Absorb.
All right. So you tell Trico to use his orb.
Mhm.
All right. It is now Mudkip's turn. Ishiwawa, how do you want Mudkip to move? Since you can't give him an attack yet. You see Trico getting ready to wind up.
Let's just
do
move
something.
back.
You can tell him to. All right, yeah. You tell Mudkip to move back Do you tell him to use an attack next turn?
So
Yeah, go ahead and attack.
Oh, I just
tackle
realized
next
how
turn.
fast Torchic is. Jeez.
I would say
On your guys' sheets, if you look in capabilities, it's the little person with the line under them on the left side. In the capabilities section up there, the overland is your movement speed on land.
Yeah, so Mudkip has an overland speed of 5. Trico has an overland speed of 5. But Trico's a swim speed of 3. Mudkip has a speed stat of 6. And I think a dive stat of 2.
Oh, well, my question is, Nami, now that you're back one, you're out of tackle range.
It.
Yeah, because you moved out of my range, you can't hit me either.
That's fine.
Well,
that's fine.
they can also have them move on their next turn and hit you.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll work for me.
So Trico's attack fizzles. What is the range on Leer? Doesn't say one.
That one. Trico, Leer. So that will cone of 2. So we do. Where is cones? I know that we have them. Cone. So
can it move before my attack goes off, or does it have to go attack goes off right away?
yeah, it can move before attack goes off.
Cool, because I still have the absorb command station, so I want to make sure he gets closer.
All right.
Cool. I'm now within 4, and now absorb can hit.
All right. Roll absorb. 13. That will definitely hit. So the way this works.
He has a -2.
So let me explain. The way it works is that the absorb has an AC on it. That's 2. So you minus that from the attack, and then you check the Pokemon's, the opposing Pokemon's. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to look for it.
For absorb, it'd be a special thing.
Yeah, it's a special evasion.
Yeah, that's in combat. It's the fist on the left side.
Yeah, there it is. So because they're so young and so new, they only have the special evasion of 1. So he had to roll higher than 1, but he also had a -2. So you almost will guarantee to hit at this level, and with a move like Absorb. So Absorb hits, hit damage.
Yep. Well, it already prompts for damage. 30.
30. However, you minus that 30 from Mudkip's special defense, which is 8, so it is 22. But unfortunately, because it's super effective, it doubles again.
Yep, so that's an OHKO.
As it will just instantly knock out Mudkip.
Io begins to panic and apologize.
Yeah, Yuki also begins to panic a bit and begins immediately checking on him.
Because Mudkip got 1 shot, it takes 3 injuries.
Oh.
Oh.
Did you learn something from that, Kyo? I hope it was.
Yeah,
worth it.
I learned my Trico's pretty strong.
You
10
learned pipe advantage, maybe.
10 injuries and a Pokemon dies.
Jesus. Well, excellent job, Goji. And she is very genuinely, like, congratulating Goji, but she is, like, sending some fucking dagger eyes at Kyo.
The whole lab just winces.
I'd like to change Kyo's ability now to damp. And also defeatist.
As Trico emerges victorious. So I need to check one thing with
Torchic
that.
covering an eye with a little wing.
If it can reach, that's some long arm door. Oh god. No, if it can reach, it can already dap him up.
No. Dear God. It's gonna be a roll for him at this rate.
Oh shit, then he's really failed the test.
That's weird.
Kids, if your Pokemon can dap you up and roll your joints, that's a furry.
That's the wisdom of the day.
Trico gains a 5 XP for that.
Oh, okay. I mean, I had to do the in lab rival battle. Wow, mine is
Wouldn't
already
I
had 40
technically be your rival
XP?
since I have the type advantage?
Depends on
So
what game we're playing.
the way that this works, AJ, for some reason it starts them with 40 out of 50. Technically, you're supposed to get 50 XP for winning that.
So it should be 5 out of 50, not 45.
Oh, hang on, let me finish.
Okay.
Because if you were to like say reduce that to like 0 right now, he'd be level 1.
Oh.
Move that to 40, now he's level 5 again.
Okay, so back to 45 I go.
Yeah, so put it to 45. I have to limit it, or otherwise you guys will be like level
Yeah, no, I just want to make sure I did my math right.
90 in no
So-
time.
Toma, technically, Nami is your rival, you'd be mine, and I'm hers.
As that happens, the professor immediately calls the fight. He goes, "Okay, let's stop it there for Mudkip." He goes over and instantly gives Mudkip a revive, and then heals him back to full. He goes,
Thank you,
I'll
Professor.
I'll bandage the little guy. He's gonna be hurt for a little bit.
Professor,
essentially-
can I watch you bandage him? I'd like to see how to do it myself for next time.
Sure. And he'll show you the proper way to bandage. So bandages can be bought at stores. They don't heal Pokemon in terms of HP, at least not much. But while traveling, they can help heal a Pokemon via injury. So it will reduce the amount of injuries they have. 1 per day. At a Pokemon Center, a Pokemon heals 3 injuries per day.
Theo is now
So-
beginning to take vigorous notes.
So if you have a super injured Pokemon with 9 injuries, it will take it 3 whole days in a Pokemon Center at constant attention for it to come back healed. If you get hit for half the Pokemon's HP, you take 1 injury. If you are just one-shotted by a move, you take 3 injuries. If a Pokemon is hit with a move that does double its maximum HP, it is insta-killed.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's one of those things of, do not throw your Pokemon out against something that looks extraordinarily strong if you're not sure if it can survive the hit.
Yeah, that's... Because I'm really not comfortable with the Pokemon death part of it, so I'll be avoiding that at all costs. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I
part of it.
highly recommend, but it's my thing for avoiding the thing of just, like, how to put it, the clean switch in by letting something get curve stomped that's way under level.
We can discuss the actual death part later, because we might generally not be comfortable with it.
I was gonna say, yeah, like as long as everyone's reasonable about how they play, I think we can.
I
feel
think we
that should be
don't need
discussed
that.
Later, yeah. If someone makes a really stupid oopsie, I'm
Look, just
I'm
don't
open to
walk
talking
into
about
the
it. but-
Gyarados lair.
Oh, right. Duh. Okay, my bad. Honestly.
I'm going to tell you right now, literally 9 times out of 10, I'm never going to throw it as something that's going to one-shot your Pokemon, ever. That is not, I'm not here to kill your Pokemon. It is a fair warning of do not just do something so fucking stupid as throw a level 5 against a legendary. But Mudkip is fully healed, and it is given back to you. The professor will also use a full restore, and I'm going to say in this instance, heal the injuries from your Mudkip. Just so that he doesn't have to walk out with any.
There you go, Mudkip. All better. You'll be okay, Natsu. I won't let him do that again.
This whole time, Caden's just been off to the side, had his Pokédex scan towards her, just looking over the moves that she knows.
Don't worry, according to the game, I can't challenge you for another rival battle till before the 3rd gym.
Yeah, you look at Torchic, and you realize it knows Scratch, Growl, and Ember.
looking at above game, looking at fire starters, like, wow, that's not at all what I thought that did. It allows me to make my struggle moves fire and use special attack.
Yep. Struggle can only be used if all your moves PPR is gone. But with that, unless Caden, you now want to step into the ring.
Oh, yeah. Keo is now shut down. He ain't battling nobody. He's just taking notes, trying to make sense of it.
Kid just sort of slowly looks down at Torchic. Is battle something you'd be interested in doing today?
It kind of gives you a look of, and kind of like, yeah, like, I'd be okay with it.
Okay. Looks at the other two. Are either of you willing to battle Torchic?
Nami just. I'm sorry. I read my own name.
Person,
I read my own name. I glanced over. You know how it is.
what's
You-
the name?
We threw out her name. Yuki kind of like immediately like holding Natsu, like kind of turns to the side, clutching him still. Like, yeah, I don't think so.
Studying.
When the assistants will come up to you and goes, I have a Pokemon that I think would be reasonable to fight if you're willing.
Alright. Let's... I guess we'll, see what you can do.
Alright. You all step to the side as Caden, you and your Torchic kind of step to the center here. Yep. Now, I don't have a token for another person, so they're just going to be commanding the Pokemon.
Let's say, use Torkoal. Torkoal's a good trainer.
As they send out... Let's see... a Zigzagoon.
Just gonna look to the lab assistant. Type moves alright, or just normal?
Type moves I say are alright. How about we don't battle to knockout, is when your Pokemon looks too injured to continue, we just call it. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Alright, I'm going to give them a speed of 7 for their trainer.
9 and 8.
Alright, so Zigzagoon's turn first is just going to move right on in. Like I said, I gave his trainer move a 7, so it will go last. Torchic's turn. Does Torchic do anything?
Keep on your toes, Ahi. It's gonna dance around it a little bit.
Alright. As Torchic starts to run around and dance around it. Your turn.
Zigzagoon's probably a lot more physical fighty. Ahi, give it a growl. Shut it down.
As they're gonna yell out, Don't let him, Zigzagoon! Hit him with a tackle! As it's gonna be Zigzagoon's turn. As it's gonna try to do a tackle.
Well, I bet they beat a 1.
Yeah, they did. They got an 18. As they do 17 minus whatever your Torchic's physical defense is.
That is a 7.
So it takes 10 damage. As Torchic begins to growl. Roll that.
Growl.
8 will hit.
I think that just happens.
Yep. So it goes down by 1 combat stage.
Yep.
Yep. Alright. That is their turn unless you want Torchic to move.
they can't really disengage, so they're just trying to keep around it.
All right. Back to you.
Oh, it is back to me again.
Yep.
Nice job, IE. Hit him with Ember.
All right. And they're going to tell us to continue to tackle. And
Point blank, cocks chick like a shotgun.
I believe 5 still hits.
Yep.
For 24, much higher this time.
That's
Rolled
really
low
big
last.
damage. So -7 would be
17.
17. Yeah. That's only a third of their HP.
All right, but Torture comes in with the Ember. 5 will still hit.
For 30 win.
Ooh. 31. That turns to 23. Let's see. Now there, and it'll take 1 injury as you knocked it into half HP immediately. Does Torchic move?
Can it get away?
If it tries to run without disengaging, it will get an opportunity attack on it.
Unfortunately, I probably should have disengaged and tried to keep my distance earlier. So, that's all they're doing for now.
Alright,
They are
it is your turn.
at 12 right now.
Alright, what do you command them to do?
Alright, Ahi, get away from it if you can.
Alright. The lab assistant will say, don't let him, Zigzagoon. Finish it off with a tackle. As it likes its odds.
Come on, roll low on damage at least.
-22. Minus whatever.
That's unconscious.
Alright. As the Zigzagoon hits, the Torchic faints. However, does not take any injuries. As the Zigzagoon lets out a small cry of victory and slowly limps back to the trainer, as it did suffer a single injury, though.
Caden has learned the lesson of don't use status moves.
Play like
Status
a
moves-
5-year-old.
Status moves on a 1v1 at this level can be difficult.
The only stat we
Uh,
care about changing in this household is the enemy HP stat to 0.
Amen,
Damn right.
brother.
If I'd used Ember twice, it would have worked out. But yeah, he's gonna.
The professor
Sort of
will
just
come
jog
over
over.
and heal it back up. Its Torchic kind of sits up, shakes a little, kind of looks up at you with these big eyes, almost apologetically.
Oh, don't worry, Ahi. That was just as much my fault. We'll do better next time.
Just kind of looks up to you, gives a small like door.
What
As-
does Yoko do?
Yeah, you've all had your first battle.
It's also
As the
very
professor-
organic and
The professor kind of looks over and he goes, "Well, good job. I'm actually very impressed. Kyo, you did have a tight matchup, which definitely helped you win, but even still, it's a smart move to go for. Yuki, I appreciate you and your Mudkip's willingness to accept the challenge even at a disadvantage. Even that is something to be proud of. Gaiden,
The little guy
you
did
put
all
up
the
a-
work.
Gaiden, you and your Torchic fought admirably. It's a good lesson in the future.
Just innocent.
Anyway.
Yes, go for Ember immediately next time.
Now you
Well.
learned. Burn it down.
With that, I hope you guys learned a little bit of something for you and your companions. And yeah, welcome to the world of Pokemon. And with that, we'll end it here.
All right. Well, you gotta
thank-
say the thing.
Yep. Thank you all for watching. Tune in 2 weeks. This is a bi-weekly game, so the 20th is when we'll be playing next and seeing these guys start their adventure with their starters. If you enjoyed,
Remember-
please drop a like. Check out Ketanami on Twitch. Thank you for playing with us, by the way.
Of course, happy to be here. It's a lot of fun.
So I hope you like your Mudkip.
It's drop a follow on Twitch.
Yeah,
drop a follow on
like
Twitch. I know, I'm bad at this.
It's okay if we
Someone-
tell them that little. We just tell them the little heart button. It's basically
You know
the
what?
same thing on every
Yeah.
platform.
Go to our YouTube and leave a like, alright?
Yeah.
That helps too, and I really appreciate it. I work hard.
Right, say Broden works really hard over there. Toma, don't leave yet, because we are gonna raid somebody.
But yeah, come back in 2 weeks and to continue on this Pokemon adventure with everyone. And until next time, choose your role carefully.